Dead giant on the beach. We go to investigate. Big blue mage starts making out with fish woman.
It's actually accurate so far.
Fish woman turns out to be bad, right? Tries to attack him. We get into a fight. There's more guards, and they're all fish people.
No, one, unfortunately for him, wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
He got ate the fuck up.
That really sucks for him.
What was the name of our dwarven boat sealer? Yep.
Marvin hit under the boat like a bitch. Yeah. It was good for him. He was a smart bitchy door.
I have but one quest remaining.
There's a reason cowards live long.
That's right. Cowardice is evolutionarily slow.
Not that long.
So battle ensues. Battle ensues, and we start fighting two giants that rose up from the street. No. Wait, Cyclopses. There were Cyclops. Cyclops.
How do you say the plural of Cyclops?
Cyclopses.
Yeah.
Well,
two one-eyed giants. One-eyed, one-legged, presumably. I'm guessing they had a big mermaid tail down below.
We never saw. We never found out.
They came swimming.
We kicked the shit out of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Also accurate.
Yeah. They didn't last
I just
long.
remembered all the souvenirs I took.
A couple of Cyclops eyes.
Now you can make your very own Biclops.
Mm-hmm.
Biclops.
Took the eye of the dead giantess.
Yeah, I took those eyes as well.
Let's see.
Two Cyclops eyes and one set of giant queen eyes.
Mm-hmm. After the battle, there's one fish people that starts running away. And Arthur, this kind of, you start to see a little bit more about who Arthur is because he starts doing all this magic shit. He tries to take control. And some Oogie Boogity guy.
Oh, yeah, the Oogie Boogie man.
Power bandit.
Secret warlock.
Oogie Boogity guy from Arthur's past speaks out to him. He's like, what the fuck? Why are you here? The guy's like, shit. You can't have this guy. And you're all gonna fucking die. Arthur attempts to detect thoughts, and that's where the guy can't say. He's like, hey, who killed this giant on the beach? And he's like, it was. So Arthur kills the guy out of mercy.
Although we could have asked that guy other questions that he probably could have answered. We didn't do that.
No.
Hobgoblin moment.
There you go. Yeah. how facey do you have to be on these microphones? I forget.
You know, like this. You don't have to be like right up on it. Josh is fine. I mean, I kind of adjusted them for where you guys naturally.
So I've like moved it all over the place by now. Like going over here, fucking up in here.
Yeah, mine was up here when I came in. So
nice.
That's not very natural, Ryan.
I've adjusted
your natural positions.
Ryan remembers me being taller than I.
Yeah, no shit.
That was it, though. Let's recap.
Cool, let's recap.
I feel like that was good.
We went back
enough. I mean, for a Matt recap, I'm going to say that's acceptable.
Yeah. Red stamp is not that bad.
Yeah, well, there's a Matt recap, which is, you never know what you're going to get. That's kind of like the chaotic evil recap.
Evil.
Got a boy.
Actually, yeah. I'll say chaotic evil. Brian's is more chaotic neutral because he's gonna do it in first person. What actually Thomas thought, which is not at all what happens in the game.
It is exactly how I see it.
Of what happens is different.
Yeah.
And then Josh gives like the most neutral to give.
First, I rolled a 7, and then I was like, "What the fuck?" So then I rolled a 9 and used my inspiration. And it's like, oh. Yes, those things did all happen.
What about Alex?
Gives the lawful good recap where it's like, I'm going to tell you what happened, what I think should have happened.
Alex is like Cliff's Notes. He basically goes through it in a shortened version and lets you know.
I was going to say I don't do recap because I bribed the GM with food.
Also true. See, factual data.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
Mine are the best.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes I don't even remember what happened in my own campaign. I'm like, what?
Oh, that happens to me like every time I run. I was like, where we leave off, guys?
Yeah, that's true.
What game are we playing?
All right.
Why am I late?
Oh, I was telling
I'm
somebody.
DM today?
Yeah, right.
I mean, yes, I am.
Oh yeah, I got this.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
I've had plenty of
I
time
put
to think
so
about
many
what's going on.
Totally
Thoughts.
prepared.
Spoiler: there will be tentacles.
Testicles.
Testing. That's my favorite world right now, and I've been thinking about the stuff that's been happening in that world since you guys have been there. So
Oh, we can go back one day.
I'm down whenever everybody else is.
I mean, realistically, it'll be before Ryan's mythological campaign 3.
That campaign is like
I
a
love the
fucking
reference to
unicorn.
Half-Life
When
3.
my kids asked me if unicorns were real, I said I had to think fast, right? 'Cause you can't just be like, no, like dreams crushed.
No.
So I said, I said, nah, they used to be real, but they're not anymore. And they were like, why not? And I said, because when God put together the ark and put all the animals on it, they were late. And so they begged God not to let them die during the flood, so he transmogrified them into narwhals. That's what happened. And I heard my oldest daughter relating that story to her cousins and telling her cousins it's in the Bible, so it's real.
Oh, God.
Oh, Josh.
You've set her up to be an
Oh,
unbeliever.
Josh.
Well done.
She's not gonna believe anything you say when she gets older.
So she would have learned her lesson.
There you go.
It's in the Bible, so it's real.
Yeah, so I was like,
I mean, that was a happier ending than I thought. At first, I thought you were going to say they begged God to spare their lives, and he said no. So that's why we're never late for anything.
no, that's not the moral of that story.
And he said no. We have different parenting styles.
Oh, obviously. Undoubtedly.
Oh.
Well, nice to get together again. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll begin. Did you guys leave off?
Went back to the bar.
After that fight.
Went back to the bar.
No, I had a
He
little.
pickled some eyes.
I had another dream,
Oh yeah. So
and I freaked out, and that's
Arthur
where you
had
ended it.
an encounter with something
I like barfing salt water and stuff.
Yeah.
in your dream, which actually physically damaged you. You
Mhm.
took a bit of actual damage.
It was 18.
That's pretty good for a mage. I mean, you only have what, 50?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
He's a wizard.
Squishy.
I'm
Very
really squishy.
Like, psh,
Like, don't get hit, squishy.
yeah. Honestly, I made him a glass cannon because I didn't think it was gonna. We were gonna get this far into it because Ryan had this awesome campaign.
Still do. But you gotta complete this one first, and then we gotta complete Matt's, and then we gotta complete Brian's Humble
this is
World.
like some, who was it that wrote Name of the Wind?
Rothfuss.
Yeah, this is like Patrick Rothfuss. Like, it's okay. Just read these other two books first, but it'll all get great in the third book. The first two books are good. It's true. The third book is never coming out. Fuck you, Patrick Rothfuss.
Oh.
It's like that.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Everyone
We
else
get a lot
has
of
to run
those.
their own campaign first.
And yeah, you get Rothfuss to George R. R. Martin, Half-Life 3, Brian's campaign.
Yep.
Once we get
I've-
Matt's campaign out of the way, and
Alex and I have
Josh's
spent-
campaign out of the way.
Alex and I have spent over
Alex's.
$500 collectively on that campaign so far, just in art commissions.
Well.
I was like,
Mine was recent, too.
we've had years of commissioning art for it.
Right.
I think my favorite part, which is probably Brian's least favorite part, is
Oof.
for that campaign.
Probably.
I've already sat down with everyone else for a solo session.
Oh.
Everyone but old Rickinnick and
I
Curie.
kind of really want to scrap that character, which is hilarious. It's been too long. I'm on to other character concepts.
We'll use them in Matt's next campaign, dumbass.
Sure.
But then, what if? What if then that one comes next, and then you can't
Yeah.
play the same-ish person 2 times in a row?
Mm-mm.
No, don't use that one. Just use your new
I don't know.
character.
I thought about playing
in
Merritt
Matt's
again.
Campaign.
I've
Merritt's
never
fun.
respawned.
Reboot.
Yeah, it's like level 1. This is Merritt Everlight in a
I
different
rebooted
world
The character. It was
Good.
interesting.
because you don't follow the same path.
Nope.
And
It's like
it doesn't feel right sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
it's
Didn't
like those
work
weird
out.
animes that go back and use the same characters to do other shit after the first storyline's already wrapped up. Like you watch it a couple episodes because you're like, I like those guys, but then it's just strange,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, Lotus Wars second run? No thanks.
What is it? Lotus Wars?
You don't like
Lotus.
Lotus Wars?
I don't
No,
know.
I like the first run, but then they go back and like run it again.
I don't know what that is.
I don't remember that part.
There's like more than one storyline. There's like the one storyline and you're like, it's good, and then it's like, oh look, it's the same guys, some other shit, and you're like,
Really? I only remember Record of Lotus Wars first season.
well,
Maybe
that's
I'll
good.
stick with that.
Yeah, don't go back.
Go ahead and begin.
Do I get a short rest?
Everyone got a short rest.
Oh, nice.
But you don't get yours after the psychic damage, right?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to get another short rest before you can heal with your hit dice.
A bitch.
But you did get a short rest if you want to.
How do you
like,
short
hurricane
rest
recovery.
in
Yes.
app?
Short
Okay,
rest. I'm gonna
log.
actually.
I
I
would click your health. But there's also usually a short
Oh,
rest.
I
button.
forgot
Shit,
how terrible
what the
this
fuck
is.
happened
I'm going
there?
back to paper.
Hmm.
Yeah?
Heal. So this is weird. Okay.
Everyone's getting
Ever-
used to
yeah,
their.
how do- oh, there's a little campfire up by your thing.
It's gotta
Short
be.
rest. Yep.
Yeah, but it's weird because it doesn't let you heal, right?
It says you can do
Spend hit dice.
a hit dice.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to manually put in how much you heal,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll some hit dice.
and you gotta roll dice, man. You can actually roll
Nah.
I'm gonna
dice.
take one
sea of
level 4
D10s
spell.
over here. What? How
We
come I?
were
Have...
playing Aberrant
Oh,
last game.
here we go. That's what
Can
it
you
was.
do that? I thought it was up to 3 or higher.
Up to 4.
Or up to.
It's up.
Okay.
Right now, it's up to 4.
So that
Well,
brings me back
there's
to
a
full.
maximum level of it too.
Right, so I
just
could
don't
have
remember what
a
that is.
1 and 3, a 1 and or a couple 2s, but I didn't use any second level spell. Or
Okay, what
first
level are we?
spells, so, yeah.
8.
9.
8.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 4 hit dice.
Nice try.
Hit dice. Or maybe I'll roll less. I don't know.
And
10.
add your con to each.
Oh.
-1, -1, -1.
No, plus 3. So 10. So 16. I'll just roll more. Yay, full. All right, so 3.
And then remember that when you're resting, to get your hit dice back, you can't sleep in your.
That's what I was remembering for it.
Oh wait, I've got a channel divinity thing
No,
that
the
says
slot
I
can be
can
6
do
or
something fun. Does my channel divinity do?
Your channel
Kills
divinity
undead?
heals people.
Oh, there's one that says that I can. My channel divinity.
Yeah, man.
I can
the
channel
thing
divine
was
energy to fuel magical
remembering,
effects
can't
number
be
of times
level
for
6
short
or higher,
rest.
so
Oh, okay. No.
that's what it
Reserve
is. Okay
life.
with it.
I don't know. When I short rest, it says that I can just restore maximum hit points, reset maximum HP during this rest with my recover channel divinity, but I don't have to. I don't even know what that's about. Fuck it. Short rest.
What? Okay.
I have no idea what Josh said. In fact, I kind of spaced out for like 40 seconds.
When I say take short rest, there's this thing called recover. It says recover, and it goes channel divinity, and there's a checkbox that says reset maximum HP during
gonna
this
do it
rest.
again.
That's what it says. But I could just spend hit dice instead, because fuck it.
Interesting. So yeah, once per long rest, you can one of your short rests will just magically reset all your hit dice or your hit points.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just like, ba-da.
I'm glitter.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
So, Arthur, did you relate any of your experience yet from your dream to the group?
No, you ended it right as I was
Waking up.
waking up.
Coughing
Good, 'cause
up
I don't
salt
remember it.
water.
I freaked. I wrung the sheets into a glass. And I looked at
You
the salt
kept the
water. I
sample.
started freaking out. It was salt water. I threw it against and I grabbed my book and I started sketching it down and writing.
Recording your
Do we have our own rooms? Or is he?
Yeah, he was in his
Okay.
own room. And that's where we're going to begin. What do you do?
I run to find my, which
Okay.
are probably in their own room.
My door is locked.
You want to knock on their door?
Yeah, I'm trying to find Carmen right now.
Probably a better idea.
Wrong door, asshole.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Mr. Carmen.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Mr. Carmen.
So open the door. I'm like rubbing the sleep out of my eyes. My beard's all crazy and shit.
Oh,
I wish you had thought to put pants on.
Swinging my Orden's hammer around.
Is that what they call it?
I assumed it would be bigger.
So I saw him again.
What?
I saw him. I had a bit of a nightmare last night.
Oh, give me 1 second. Oh,
When you clear your eyes, you look over and you can see he has like a smear of blood that's came from his nose, and he smeared it up on his mustache and his lip a little.
oh, lad, you need a drink. Let's go. I have my pants on.
I don't think that's a very good idea, Mr. Carmen. I think it might have messed with my head a little bit last night.
Come on, son.
No drinks. We need to move. We need to get going.
Hey, you're fine now. Look at me. You're fine. You're going to be okay. Now, let me get my shit, and we'll go downstairs and have breakfast.
I do remember that. Remember, I might have been confused if maybe it was from my past, but I didn't know. I'm very certain now that the same person who was talking to me in the past and has been haunting me is somehow behind this. I believe it's the same entity.
We'll figure it all out. Come downstairs.
He told me that if that I brought you guys with, you'd all perish.
Brought us with where?
I don't know. He just says if I continue on with you, that you all perish.
If you're going to die, it's better to die with friends than by yourself.
Well, I'm not suggesting that we split apart. This is going to be more challenging than just fighting some giants, I believe.
Okay.
Mr. Carmen, I woke up spewing salt water this morning.
And you got something on your...
Touch. Look, fuck. We should wake the others. I'll try to get a hold of Whip to maybe get Zephyros to give us a lift up north.
Have I ever heard anything about this? Like people getting jacked up in their sleep? Can I make a religion roll or something?
Don't think it would be
Okay.
a base check.
Like sometimes demons
It's
fuck people in the head in
obviously
their sleep.
if he's telling the truth, supernatural and magical.
Alright, look, we need to
If he's telling the truth.
get you a mage and have that looked at. I mean, he does have blood coming out of his face. I figure either he had a bad dream or Thomas punched him in his sleep. Like, I don't know.
Or he just had a bloody nose and a bad dream.
There's like bloody nose, like there's a little bit of something going on, and there's like bloody nose, which I imagine is actually what he had.
It's more of a smear.
Okay.
It's not like a fountain of blood.
That's good.
Oh, maybe in your studies you've recognized this, and I shoved the picture.
A whole lot of name readers. What is it?
I don't know. What is it?
It's the picture of the tentacle thing that I don't know. Tentacles up.
As it becomes more clear in your mind, and you're thinking back on your dream, you remember you saw those creatures.
Oh yeah.
The ones you had just fought, the deep scions.
Is that what I was seeing?
That's what you were seeing. Besides the enormous enormous eye
Oh yeah. The eye was that
that was
peering
looking
at me.
at you.
So, you drew the squiddly bitches from last night?
In my dream last night.
Okay. That's alright. It's okay to be scared a lot. Sometimes these things are scary.
But this is not just about being scared, Mr. Carmen.
No, I believe you. I do believe you. Let's go and we'll get some breakfast and we'll wake the others, and then after, me and you will go and talk to a mage of some sort of some kind of arcane shit going on with you. I don't know, but we'll get it sussed out, lad. Don't worry. We'll get you help. Aye. First, I need a drink.
So I guess we'll go downstairs and get a drink.
Okay. That's about the time everyone's gonna meet up. Main room of the tavern.
So one of the things I say to you is,
Sleeping in.
you're gonna tell Thomas what's going on.
Why would I tell Mr. Thomas?
Aye.
Maybe I do know why I wouldn't.
Aye. He'll either, so while we're down first, I say, he'll either kick your ass and call it a remedy, or tell you that he can fix you because he's a mage, but I think we need a real mage for this shit. So, mayhap, just keep that
Those
on the
really are
wraps
the only
for a
two
bit.
options. Beat the devil out of you.
Right, yeah. Good thing I got to you, boy.
Oh no. Yes, well, maybe we'll avoid it for right now. We'll still have some time to figure maybe some of this out
Aye.
while Zephyros is on his way down.
Hey.
I don't think we've actually talked to anyone to have Zephyros
No,
come down.
not yet.
That's
So
today.
we're gonna have, yeah. I'll be doing that later.
Okay. So during breakfast, you'll use your sending stones to get in contact with Thwip
Mm-hmm.
and give him your location of where you want to meet up with Zephyros.
Mm-hmm. Which is just.
Couple
North of
hours.
there.
I don't have
north.
the map.
A couple hours
anymore.
north.
You do. It's on OneNote. But you don't have to open it if you don't.
Yeah.
Just you say a couple hours north of town.
Yep.
On the road.
A couple hours north of Neverland.
Sure. Send Zephyros. Meet up.
And if you had
Wonder.
sky riding, you could.
Fuck
Sure.
skywriting. No. It's horrible,
The best
shitty
spell,
spell.
according to Matt.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah. Thomas sleeps in, but eventually comes down? Maybe?
I mean, I guess it depends what you mean by eventually.
Would you went and did shit in the middle of the night? Like you went and found Marvin and beat his whole family's ass, or what?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I
I wish I had retconned that one.
Can I go back
Yeah.
to last night? Actually,
I undo my short rest.
You did something.
I mean, it would probably be a couple hours. So whether you're waiting for that, I don't know.
Nah, I mean, Carmen's probably gonna leave a message with the innkeeper and then skedaddle and try to get this thing taken care of, or figure out if it's real before you guys wake up.
I'm probably going to be up early, so I'll be down there.
Carmen's not totally convinced, but he's got enough insight to know that probably he ought to be, supportive.
Would you like me to wait here for Thomas to come down? And
Hey, why don't you do that, lad? You wait for Thomas, and then we're gonna go sort some shit out.
okay.
where are you gonna go?
Is there a tower of arcane study in town or some shit? Is there a place where this says there be mages here?
Works like that. Let's
Here
find
there
out.
be wizards. That's what I need.
I mean, Neverwinter's a pretty big city in the first place, and even though it was heavily impacted by the war, it's been rebuilt. And they do have a lot of different temples, a lot of different citadels.
Do they have Temple to Morden?
Yeah, they have
Oh.
a temple of Mord.
I'm an alkalite. I have a background thing where they're kind of predisposed to be slightly helpful to me, so I'll head there. Come with me, lad. We'll get some shit sorted. Come on.
Okay.
I go to the Temple of Morden.
Do I get any kind of response from Thwip during this time?
Are you gonna message him now?
Yeah.
When you send him the message, what are you trying to relate? Just the coordinates, that's it?
Coordinates, please send Zephyros.
So he will respond to you. Still in Sea of Moving Ice. No sign of giants. Zephyros on his way. And this happened about a minute after when you message him.
Mm-hmm.
Says Zephyros on the way. Doesn't give you a time.
So when you use sending stones, is it like their voice?
It's a good question. I don't know if it just says it's
Text
like
message.
sending. So what's the spell sending say?
I don't know.
I think it's basically you just hear the words.
You
in
just
your
hear the
mind.
words. Okay, so it's,
You hear
you couldn't
Siri.
you couldn't like impersonate somebody else very easily.
Yeah, it would come through in your own voice.
Okay,
So you could probably maybe disguise your voice a little bit.
like if you had actor or something like that, whatever
Yeah.
it is, where you can be somebody else's voice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, because I'm like, what if a giant gets stoned? Like, no giants here. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's holding a little stone with his
All
fingers.
clear.
Yeah.
Super full of food.
Zephyros on his way. Zephyros' like guts are spread out across the ice next to him. You know. Like,
So much gold up here.
yeah. All right. Come now. Send more EMTs.
The Temple of Moradin is actually a sub-level basement in a small house, which opens up into a large underground church and worship place.
Oh, nice.
But when you get there, you get to the front door of this small building.
Yep.
And there's 3 guards out front, very attentive. They look like they know what they're doing. They're not just lounging around or about. And they look over at you as you guys approach.
Okay. I give him the secret handshake or whatever the fuck we do. Probably something like, may the fires of Mordin's forge keep you warm at night and warm your ale in the morning. Hi, lads.
And you. This is a normal human male.
Oh,
Got kind of a 5 o'clock shadow. Can't go in right now.
why not?
You'll have to wait until Lord Daggle's out.
Or who?
Lord Daggle. He's meeting with the priest.
I am a priest of Mordin.
That's very nice. But you can't go in there. He should be out in a while. Don't wanna wait.
Well, how long is a while?
As long as the Lord takes. You don't question him.
Time, but
All right, well, let me ask you something then. Maybe you can help me. Do you know a place where I can find a wizardly folk?
Wizardly folk.
Arcane practicers and shit like that.
We got some old practitioners. I don't really believe in the things they do, but
Well, I need to find one.
I can direct you to.
All right.
So he points down the street, perpendicular to you, about 3 blocks that way.
All right, thank you.
You can speak to the mage there. He's been living there for a while. I don't really know him.
What's his name?
November.
Pardon?
November.
All right. November. Fair enough. Thank you, lads. We step off and go look for this mage.
You approach a small, stout tower that's built on top of this little tiny cottage. And it goes up about 2 stories and it's run down. The roof of the tower was smashed in a long time ago and never repaired.
Okay.
And what do you do when you get there?
Hello. Hello.
Mr. Carmen, maybe a little.
November. Hello.
Mr. Carmen, maybe a
Mr.
little
November.
easier. Maybe.
No, Shay, shut up, lad.
You hear from inside, it's unlocked!
Oh, thank you much. I open up. You going?
You go in and you actually walk into a very uniquely furnished room. It has a lot of knickknacks and doodads, things you don't even understand, a lot of sailing equipment, a sextant that's sitting on the desk.
A what?
Sextant.
Oh, not a sextant.
Maybe that too. If you go to the back,
We
room.
probably wouldn't know the difference. If you go to the bathroom, that's fucked up. We
Well, I
won't
said
talk.
back room, not bathroom.
All right,
but
I was
either
having weird
way-
flashbacks to the strange table in the basement.
No, that was you. That wasn't me. I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there. Okay, never mind. It was me, Eric.
I don't
Jim.
relate.
That's good. It's probably good for everybody.
There's a man with a well-trimmed black beard sitting in his robes. Looks like they're his loungeabout robes.
Mr. November, we were wondering if maybe you had a few moments that we could use to help my friend here. He needs help, and that's not the kind of help that I can give him.
Yes, Mr. November, I just seek your counsel. Please. Maybe you'll be able to help us.
What's your problem? I'll give you a price.
Oh,
All right, tell him, lad.
So,
That's why you came, right? You need a remedy.
well,
Heartbreak?
no.
Nay, sir. This be some kind of sleep fucklery with his mind. And tentacled squid bitches and stuff.
It started when I was younger.
And that's a negative one to your charisma, folks.
It started when I was younger. I had dreams, and they went away for a while, but now they're resurfacing. And I tell them about the events of last night with the giant fish people and giants, and how I dove into the head, and then I dreamt again.
So, he actually
Spewed salt
does
water
this
out.
with his finger, just twists, and a
Oh.
little light starts shining
What the
from
fuck?
his finger.
Disintegrate.
He
Yeah,
looks
right.
closely at you. He's
Whee!
like, blink. He points the light right in your eyes.
Just be living in your eyes.
Open your mouth. Stick your tongue out and say,
He's obedient.
He gets real close and he's listening to kind of right about here. Kind of uncomfortable as he rests his head on your chest.
Mr. November, I'm in good health. I don't need. I know.
I have
if
a process.
Hey, what's this
He
process?
puts his hand on your head.
He's a process. Let him go through his process.
Look here, turn to the side. And he shines a light in your ear, looking in.
I didn't think whatever's bothering him is in his ear. I
You don't
process.
even know what it is.
I get the process. I got you.
Can you recall exactly what happened? And he puts his finger on your forehead and his thumb to your temple.
I'm starting to think maybe there's some chicanery going on.
Kill him.
That's your answer.
So, did you just want me to say what I just told you out loud again?
Recant everything, please.
Recount or recant?
Oh,
Yeah.
Recount.
Starting at one point, Mr. November.
Starting from your dream. The most recent dream.
The most recent dream, I was,
Just blah 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 blah
blah blah blah blah blah.
There you
I
go.
was in the ocean. Blah 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 blah.
There you
blah.
go.
Fish
Okay.
people. Blah 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 blah.
Details. I want details.
I want details.
We don't need another recap. Just know this
So
blah
there
blah
was-
details.
There's these fish people. They were surrounding me. I was drowning.
As you're
I couldn't
talking, you
breathe.
can see he's
I-
got his eyes closed and his eyeballs moving around. Squeezes his eyes shut tight real quick. And he's listening.
The voice from my past.
see.
Blah blah blah.
He looks a little concerned when he opens his eyes. He takes his hand hastily away from your head. Not lying. There's something there. Felt something. Strange.
Yeah, well, can you fix him?
I felt something strange to me. And can't even say what it is.
Well, can you fix it?
I don't know what to do to fix if there's something
Refund.
that's with you, then there's not really a good fix except for the best kind of fix would be to block the divination of other things attempting to pry into your whereabouts or who, what you're thinking about. Keep you away from their prying into your dreams. Need to practice. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those items on me. But that would be the fix.
Do you know where to find one?
Might be able to find something.
How do we get to Whispers?
Been there.
Oh, yeah?
Magic shop.
Is it the magic shop that we fucked over?
No.
Oh, that's good.
It's the one that we did good by.
Nice.
We
All
got
right.
haversack. with
Oh,
30
get the
miles.
haversacks. Yeah, okay, now I remember. All right, thank you. We'll be on our way then. Come on, son. I grab your
Can we each
bro
get a
and pull you
haversack?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're advertising through us.
They're not handy haversacks. They're just haversacks.
Oh.
You each got a nice bag
Right.
that said whispers.
It's
on it.
a backpack, basically. We got backpacks.
Yeah, we got a backpack
Yeah.
upgrade.
All right, come on.
I don't think they gave you an actual haversack bag. Did they?
No, they just gave her they gave us like a real haversack, not a
They
magical
gave you a
haversack.
complimentary sending stone.
Mhm.
That was
To
the free
talk to
item.
them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, haha! I pull it out.
Whoa!
Hey, are you there? We need to find a way to block divination. Do you have it?
Okay. So you're like pressing on it. You don't really know exactly
Yeah,
how
I'm
to
like,
use it, but Arthur
and I'm
has
just
used
talking
one
into
enough to help you along.
Okay.
He
When
fills
rub
you
it-
in on the
you-
process.
Yeah, so you rub it in your pocket a little bit.
Okay.
This.
And now I have two, one in each pocket. I'm gonna rub them both.
Hey, that's not bad.
This is my sending suppository.
And yeah, you get a reply that we do have something that can help for that in stock. And then they give you a price of about 1,500 gold.
That much, Mr. Hunt.
Alright, we had that much. That's no problem. Wait. Maybe it's a problem. No, we can afford it. It's just will be cool. Not very much money after that. We'll be getting low.
It feels so weird to hold the physical book again.
Ring of mind shielding.
I wish.
There's a periapt.
Amulet of
Yeah.
I think it is a
Amulet, periapt. Unfortunately, that's the worst part about the book. We're like, it could be under A's or P's. This is like 25 pages separate.
I think it's amulet of protection from mind shielding or something like that.
Protection for mind shielding. That's pretty good.
No.
It's not what it is.
No.
Trying to remember the exact name of it.
No, there is an amulet of proof against detection and location.
That's
There you go.
He told us to go by, and it's not gonna help.
I'm sure it won't.
So,
The
yes,
best
if you
fix.
wanted, you could head to Whispers and purchase that.
Be interesting if that mage was just like affiliated with Whispers. And
That
just
was my
kept-
first thought, but I don't think Karma would pick up on that.
Unless he was blatantly advertising Whispers, which you did not see their name.
No, I mean I could always roll insight maybe to see. Is he putting me on? Do I feel like there's some shenanigans? I roll a natural 20. I have a +8 to insight.
It's true. It does.
He might have some close association with him. It's the first name that popped up, and he was quick to tell you, but
But I don't feel like he's leading us on.
no, he gave you a direct answer of what you need to do, and then
Right.
you found the way to get in contact with him.
That's cool. All right.
Oh, this is a pretty slick looking amulet.
It's good fashion accessory.
Big phallus.
All right. It's pretty much a big little dick on my
That
face.
you wear around your neck.
There you go. That's
Or on your
advertising.
forehead, like a unicorn.
Not a bad item to have.
Oh, maybe I can put the sending stones on this.
Both of them.
Yeah. Left one for Thwip, right one for Whispers.
Yeah, so they can give it to you.
All right.
Mark off the goal. Very pricey, and since you guys went with the non-charismatic people, you probably haggle yourself into a worse deal if you tried.
Oh, platinum is what for what?
10 platinum is 1 gold.
No.
So 150 platinum.
10 gold is 1 platinum, thank you.
Alright, so I have 45 platinum, 705 silver, and 1300 copper left. That's what we want. Getting broke.
So you feel a little bit of comfort and safety when you put this around your neck, even though you can't tell if it actually
I am sure
is
you'd
worth
find
it
out
or
a lot.
not.
It does help me, even though it might be a placebo.
A placebo?
Don't worry about it.
The power of faith.
That's exactly what every parent tells their kid when they go, I don't know what it means. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I think that is attunement, though. So hopefully you have a slot for that.
Yeah, he does.
It is attunement.
I do have a slot.
Your timing was only slightly better than I thought it was going to be, but I knew you were going to jump in on that.
Yeah, he does.
Sometimes you just have to set things up for Brian.
There you go.
No, you don't. He can pull it out of his ass. You don't have to set it up at all.
That's
He just
true.
spikes it into the
I have a
ground.
slot for that too.
The more you set him up, the less he pulls out of his ass, though.
Oh, man.
It's true. Which reminds me, when I do wake up, I begin very thoroughly, ritually cleaning, making minor repairs to my armor, sharpening my sword, cleaning up the ore of returning.
Sharpening your sword.
One thing
is
you
that what you call it?
notice with your new and magical sword of Giant Slayer, it does not need sharpening every morning. It does not ever lose its head, as far as you can tell. And when you inspect the blade, there's no nicks or scratches or dings. It is perfectly crafted and everything.
Yeah, I get
It
everything.
does have some interesting runes on it.
They're not primordial. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're probably giant.
Why would giants make giant slaying swords? I feel like that's weird.
For killing other giants.
I guess so. Yeah, right.
The shiny sword of slaying me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get those up. I use my giant slaying sword to re-trim, shave the beard and the head.
Shave the beard?
I shaved that off and just have the big handlebars right now. Maintain that. Shave my head. Put the cowboy hat back on. The armor. The antlers.
The chaps.
Get all
What
perfectly
is wrong with you?
coiffed. I spend a lot of time, a solid probably 90 minutes,
Oh my god.
making sure, getting everything organized. Re-inventorying my bag. Throwing away, useless crap.
Weird. Spring cleaning.
Very weird. Yeah, by the time they get back, you'll all meet up. Thomas looks like he finally got himself together and cleaned all that blood out of his hair. Well, his beard.
What beard?
Mustache.
Mustache.
What have you done to your face?
It's the same thing that I had done before.
You defiled it.
So I come down the stairs and I walk right over to you. I would like to carry my portion of the treasure from now on.
Wow. All right. There's 4 of us, right?
I know you will probably lie to me and give me less than my share.
Nay, I'll give you 1/4 of what we have left.
Let me make some quick calculations.
I take it and look at you and know that it's less than it should be.
So there's
and therefore
11.25 platinum. Just saying, this is what I give you.
Just give him 11.
11 platinum. So let me minus 11 platinum. 11, remove. And then 176 silver. Move. And then 325 copper. All right, there you go. That's 1/4 of everything we had.
Was that 11.5 platinum or
There's 11 platinum.
just 11 platinum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you also asking for 1/4?
Oh, I thought you handed that out to everybody.
Oh, I gave it to him because
Oh.
he asked for it.
I mean, if we're handing it out, I'd prefer to hold on to mine as well. But
Okay. So here's 11 platinum for you. And then how much silver was that?
176
All right, and then 176 silver for you.
and 325 copper.
Right, and then 325 copper for you. 325 copper for you.
And it's funny that you have so much less because I look at it and I believe that you shortchanged me, and am justified sort of in that belief.
I mean, I'll show you, but like this
Yeah.
is. I'll even put it all on the table if you want me to, and we'll count 1/4 of it. Some money out.
No, I don't need to count. I probably can't count that high, but I know that it's less. And I'm like, of course, of course.
That's so horrible.
He thinks you're a dirty, rotten, lying dwarf.
I know. I'm not. I'm like, okay, here you go. We spent 1,500 this morning. I'm sorry.
Well, what is next?
No, we can go meet Zephyros.
Yeah, he should be on his way, but he's from the sea of blah blah blah. And
No.
what?
That's where the flip is.
Oh,
start
Flip
moving
is
north.
with Harshnett.
yeah. Oh, that's right.
They're not with Zephyros. He said he can contact them.
Yep. So we need to meet Zephyros 2 hours north of here, and
We don't have an exact time. We should probably leave now then, since
Hi, let's go.
delayed a bit.
So you got everything prepared that you need to. Grab the horses from the stables. You can stock up on rations if
Sure.
you want. Mark off like 2 gold for 10. Well, actually, I don't know how much it is.
I figure it's probably
Cost.
less because I'm also generally hunting.
Yeah. If you want to stock up on any rations, you can now. Things you want from the general store. Just buy them. Don't worry about
Yeah, Russia.
social exchanges. Just pay the money, grab the items, go.
I've got 15 days
Wow.
of rations.
This is 1 day's rations is 2.5 gold.
Whoa.
Does that seem real?
Is that one
No, that's
thing of rations? Which is
or is
like
that
10?
that's 10 pounds quantity. 5.
Each ration is 2 pounds.
Let's see if I can figure out how.
Yeah,
to
that's what I was right then. It's like 2 gold.
Can't figure out how to do it on the app here. How do I add rations?
I don't know. You got it.
I got 1 day rations.
Want to add equipment?
Is it not here for you?
The app is shitty and small. This is why I hated this D&D Beyond for 10 years.
If you go to the top, is there a search?
No. The only thing is this pad says you can switch to spells, actions, skills, etc.
I just take the book from Ryan.
Equipment.
It's easier if you just take the book. Just get the fucking book.
Does not matter. I spend many gold. I get a whole bunch of rations. So I'll go from 5 rations.
Rations, 1 day is 5 silver.
No, but I legitimately can't buy
So
or add them.
2
to my
days is a
inventory.
gold. That would make
That's
10
what it looks
days,
on mine,
5
so.
gold? So 5 gold for 10 days worth of ration.
Yes. I'm just gonna-
Is there a manage equipment button?
Huh, I have 2 blocks of incense
Under
and 10
equipment,
candles
manage
too.
equipment.
I've got a sensor.
Yeah, I wish.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Blanket,
the format
bedroll,
I'm used
backpack,
to on the
amulet,
computer.
sword.
Inventory.
I even have an alms box.
I've never looked at the things I have.
Nope.
Apparently.
Oh, I have 3 revivifieds worth of diamonds.
If you want to restock your mash, now's the time
What mash?
to make your
Oh, I do. How much will it cost me?
2 gold.
2 gold. Can I get some stuff to make hard alcohol
Oh,
instead?
Sure. That'll be 5 gold.
Can I get double the amount and just put in 10 gold?
Sure.
1 platinum is 10 gold, right? I don't have gold anymore.
This is fine.
All
That's
right.
fine.
If I go into
Just make it easy,
rations-
okay?
Yeah, right.
Can't
Okay, I
add
spend a
more.
platinum on stuff for brewing. Cool.
You journey north of Neverwinter on horseback to approximately where the locations that he gave you, that you gave to Thwip, that he supposedly gave to Sephiroth. You guys get to that spot and sit and wait. Wait. And wait. And at some point you feel like you're not sure if he's coming. Been a couple hours. Everyone stopped talking. There's nothing to even talk about anymore. Thomas is playing the flute every once in a while to break up the monotony.
I'll try to teach you like some sort of dwarven tune. Alright, so try to keep. So I'll chant it, and you know try to keep the pace with the flute, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Whatever in dwarven. Blar 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 blar. I don't know.
If you actually want to play, you can give me a performance check.
I
I don't
No.
think anyone's rolled dice yet.
That's not very good.
You rolled a natural 20.
That's
I
true.
did. I rolled the one
That's
time.
the first time.
Yeah.
Plus
It's not going to be a natural 20, it's Brian.
3.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, and we're back.
Back to normal dice.
That's no good, lad. This needs some proper education and how that thing works. I think you got it backwards or some shit. Got your finger in the wrong hole.
That is not what your mother said.
Why is it my mother? Oh, God.
That was a pretty good one. Finger in the right hole and everything, you know.
This is horrible. What the fuck are we doing here? Can you call Flip back and ask him when the fuck Zephyros is coming before I kill myself?
No, I won't be able to communicate with him until tomorrow.
What? We're stuck here all day?
I can go hunt something. We have some decent stuff to cook.
You can go with them. You hear in the back of your mind.
Yeah, right. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go hunting now. You wait here. We'll be back.
What?
Get a fire prepped.
Come on, Teddy. We gotta go.
maybe I need to go.
No, I need a fire. You make the fire. You're a good fire maker. We're out.
You are the fire maker.
Firebolt some twigs.
You're the
Dwarven
best
friend out.
fire maker. It's like
All right.
you see a small explosion behind you, and it's just like a pile of twigs that are incinerated.
I'm just running into the woods with Theodore.
You're not going to
Getting
help
away.
him in his hunting at all.
No, and I
but
know that. And I'm sure he knows that. I'm like, thank you so much, Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
You're a great help there. I was about to punch myself in the beard with a fucking hammer just to shut that shit up. Knock myself out or something. I don't know. It's horrible.
I don't know if your beard would feel the full impact your head would, but
Right. I mean, he's a good lad and everything, but man, he's daft as fuck.
I'll keep a lookout for the eye or my eye in the sky as well in case Zephyros comes.
Okay.
You got an eye in the sky?
No, keep my eye on the sky.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, what is that?
That's my
I want it. I need it.
Can I buy it for 22 platinum?
Yeah, you end up finding enough food for dinner, food foraging and hunting, and some.
Roots can't get away if they hear me coming, so that's good.
Yeah.
And eventually you make your way back to camp after your hunting trip, but there's nothing, no sign of Zephyros. Fire is going. Thomas and Arthur are still sitting there. The horses are hitched to the trees.
We have horses?
Yep.
I have horses.
They haven't died.
Oh, we teleported, so I wasn't sure.
I teleport our horses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't you teleport a horse? Teleport other things.
We'll say sure. Maybe you could station them there, and they'll make a fair trade across the world.
Sure.
Totally.
I don't know.
That sounds like something.
The horse
service.
exchange.
Yeah.
Aye, the horse exchange. Teleportation horse exchange.
But Zephyros does not come. At this point, the sun is setting.
So.
You sure you got the coordinates right?
Well, I suppose maybe it makes sense. It took a little over, we had one night rest on our way north, so.
Possible he was far enough away that he needed more than a day that he get here.
Arthur, you are so reliable. We deserve you.
What? Excuse me, Mr. Thomas?
Are we ready to go back to the inn?
But maybe it's possible. Just would it be good? Maybe we stay out here.
Hey, how far away are we from town?
A couple hours.
How many miles?
Hey, you're a couple hours out.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
How many
Said a couple hours
miles?
north of Neverwinter.
Like 7.
What about your pink friend? Could he wait here for Zephyros and then come and tell you if he comes?
I don't know how familiars work. I think they have to stay within a mile.
Very close.
To teleport or to
Yeah, well,
communicate.
to communicate, but they can be like farther away than a mile. You just can't talk to them. Like, you're not mind buddies anymore.
Yeah, so if
There's two different distances. One is in order to be able to see through your familiar's eyes.
It's like 100 feet. Or something.
The other one is like that he doesn't burst like a soap bubble. They're too far away.
Communicate with you telepathically with 100 feet. There's an action you can dismiss.
oh, the chain warlock that gets
The longer, farther
longer
away thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, you could leave him there with orders to come find you.
That work?
Zephyros shows up.
Yeah, that's what I would probably come to the bar.
I mean, we spend nights out in the wilderness multiple days. I don't think staying out here is going to hurt us all.
That's fair. I have alcohol. I don't care.
I brought it with me.
There's nothing in the rule, at least, that says if you leave that 100-foot radius, it disappears or
No,
something.
I think outside of that, it can it's fine, but you can't talk to it anymore.
Right.
You could have a
And,
familiar do a.
It's fine in the context of follow your orders, but it's also subject to more being that follow.
We all know how Ryan is with familiars.
So I pull it from the aether dimension.
Still a bird from the last time you summoned it.
Yeah, it's a big pink flamingo.
That's right. Tiny pink flamingo, actually.
The way I'm picturing your character, I feel like he belongs in a lineup singing YMCA or something.
He would be happier.
YMCA.
And I give it instructions to come south along the road and find me at the inn if Zephyros the Giant and his flying castle come. I'm gonna jump on my horse.
Very specific orders.
And I just leave him standing there in the dark.
Bye, friend. Okay.
Just resting on his one tiny foot. You're taking him off back to town? Is everyone else going?
What are we doing? Are we waiting here or are we going back?
I would prefer to wait here, but if you guys want to go to town,
I've already left.
you can do that.
You guys do what you want.
I think there should be at least one person out here to...
I think Brian is tired of this campaign.
Nope, this is Thomas.
Oh,
Brian.
Sure it is.
Brian's
that
actually
way.
having fun.
I don't care. We wait here, we can go back. But now if Thomas is going back and we wait here, then when Zephyros comes, we're even without him. That seems
I feel like we should have at least one person here to talk to Zephyros when he gets here, to let him know. So maybe one person goes back to the inn, 2 people will stay out here. We're not too far out of town, so there's a good chance that we don't find anything out here.
Hey, what do you want to do, lad?
I mean, I'll stay out here with Mr. Theodore.
Me too.
No one volunteers to go back and buddy up with Thomas.
This is so perfect.
How much trouble can he get into in one night?
Well, we'll find
Fine.
out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last time I hung out with him in a bar where you guys weren't there, he was hanging out with some bitch that poured alcohol in my head and later on tried to kill us. So fuck that.
Okay. So Brian, you head off by yourself.
And now you go find our friend and kill him, Marvin. Yeah, right. Yes.
Okay. Give me a perception check,
Which group?
Thomas.
Oh,
Back into the...
sorry if you die, friend. Like...
We might have the next episode being a jailbreak episode.
Oh, nice. Did you roll 20?
6.
Oh,
Six.
no. Put that dice in.
That was
dice
the other one.
jail. Fuck, you need more different dice.
I know. I forgot how bad these were. I bet if we... I mean, they're randomized, so it shouldn't...
They're not.
It's
entirely
impossible to
random.
be... Well, I mean, it's not like a countdown dice where like the heavy side could be all the high numbers, so it always comes up a low number. These are
That's true.
scattered and alternated. It's
Or at least you
just-
think that.
No, I can see the 1 next to the 13, next to the 19.
No, I'm saying
next
so
to
you
the
think
4.
that it should be random because of that, but it's always below 10.
It's not always. It seems
Disproportionately.
disproportionate. It
Disproportionately below 10 when you roll the
feels-
dice.
when I roll these dice, the results are statistically, mathematically worse than the digital dice.
So put them away and get other dice.
No.
What the fuck? You're great. No.
No.
It's like the halfling
Fuck
that
you,
chooses,
universe.
It's the halfling that chooses not to use their luck and re-roll the ones.
Okay.
Alright, fuck it.
So you are riding down the road. No one followed you. You're in your
I'm
own
unsurprised.
thoughts. I don't know what Thomas' thoughts are like.
This is what I expected.
Okay, that's kind of what Thomas' thoughts are like.
Ever since yesterday with Vanessa, I've been convinced that I'm reminded of my time back at the Thornhold Academy when all my friends turned on me, and I am assuming that she is a portent of this thing happening again. Those who I trust are really bastards, and they are going to leave me, and so I may as well fucking leave them first.
Oh, Captain Borderline Personality Disorder.
Yup. And then they proved it by shafting me on how much gold, and then they do not even follow me back home. I knew it.
Fucking issues.
They're probably fish people. Just lying to my face.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with some crazies. First there's you, and you're like, my dreams are killing me. I'm like, what the fuck? And then there's him. It's like, my friends ate my guts. I'm like, what the shit? What the shit? I mean,
I'm just a guide.
I'm not your friend. I'm here because you paid
Carmen's
me.
like, bloop, what the fuck is your problems? Bloop, oh my goodness, bloop. Like, we're a hot mess of a bunch, aren't we?
Yeah, I go to my bounty hunter contacts, and I begin
Sure,
to
but
search.
actually, before that,
I need to find. Okay.
I always did want to take out the DSM-5 and randomize and just like roll dice, and then one of us play a different disorder. I thought that'd be fun.
that'd be awesome.
Like, I am paranoid schizophrenic.
Sweet.
Like,
I'll
he has intermittent rage disorder.
tell me what it is.
Yeah, right.
Unless it's sexual deviancy of some like super awkward kind that would be weird to roleplay for you, I would be down with whatever it is. Like,
You
you're a
should totally
pedophile.
do
I'm
it.
like, nah, I'm gonna pass.
That'd be the shortest character ever. He would totally
That
kill you.
That's the kind that hurts because it was almost out the nose, and now it's stuck somewhere in between the nose and the mouth.
Got it back.
Brain copy.
Oh man.
Sinus
the best
copy.
kind.
Wah!
Yeah, right.
That's how you get caffeine right to the brain.
At that point, it's better just to snort it off the back of a toilet.
All right, so I don't see it coming.
you do not see it coming.
I
That's
am
good.
sorry you're about to get tentacle bitched.
Good. Here's hoping.
As you're cruising along the path, you're kind of speeding up in your thought process. You're going to a good gallop, and you hear something whiz through the air. And you hear the solid connection. Well, let's roll for it.
Horse
roll your
takes an
initiative.
arrow. This I get advantage on.
How far away is he at this point?
19.
Too far away. Okay, so
I'm gonna feel
yes,
so bad if our
this
friend dies 'cause we
definitely
didn't want to hang out with him.
does hit, and you see a long spear now sticking out the neck of your horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Merit, no!
Why would you do that?
Oh no.
That
But
would be
give me
funny.
a dexterity save.
You
Um,
have
What a tumble you
advantage.
take.
I have
We're
I
close to
have
town,
advantage
there's
on
no way
effects
we're
you
gonna
can
have it.
see. So I
You
can see the
can
horse.
the ground coming up to fuck up your face.
So +2.
The horse takes 13 damage and goes down with a whinny. Its
Yeah.
body collapses to the ground, and it like convulses 3 or 4 times. Would you roll on
I
your
could
17.
roll
dexterity?
dex saves over here.
17.
You actually roll with the fall,
You rolled 20.
and
Cool.
you're not going to take the damage from hitting the ground. You tumble head over heels, then you start rolling on your side. And when you're able to get your bearings and look around, you see 2 mounted riders headed straight towards you, and they both have spears leveled.
Yeah, and then you push a little red thing.
Nice.
And it's like, oh, there it is. I fucked up. Pretty
Let's
bad.
pull out, probably by habit, the Ore of Returning. Still is my more used item.
Okay. One of them has like a weird face mask
Wait, what is
with
it?
kind of a grating on the front and 2 large horns coming out of the helmet.
This will be an excellent trophy.
The other one's not wearing any type of mask. They both are human.
Do I recognize the non-mask wearer?
Oh, I don't.
Very good.
But what was your initiative?
19.
19. Natural 20. My first roll.
I
This is
One
good.
of those days.
I'm so sorry.
Because I take it
lad.
out and then I stare them down. And I give them the,
Do you want to fight or?
will you retreat?
Or
Yeah.
will you die? Or
The two of them start circling around you, not getting too close to you.
Are there only two?
There's only two.
Kick their ass.
This is-
Seabass.
yeah,
One
this
in
is
the
not gonna
mask-
be good.
The one in the mask shouts, "You can put your money on the ground, you won't die.
Aw,
Or you
so-
can fight. I've been itching for blood
So
anyways."
sad for
Oh,
them.
so good. Okay. And I put the money down right in front of me. Come on.
Yeah, right.
So fighting it is then.
I am having a bad day.
It's about to get much, much worse.
I hope so.
He pulls out his spear, the other one pulls out his spear, and they start circling, waiting. See if you're gonna make a move first.
How far away are they?
Yeah, how far away are they?
They're each about 20 feet away from you in either direction.
Oh, it's sad.
See, how big is that range?
That's so it's to get to one is 20. To get to the other one is 60. So you can't go whip, but you can run up to one and beat him stupid.
Mm-hmm.
or you can throw the or.
Yeah, but you want to be in his face.
Yep.
You want a reckless.
And they're both
rage.
mounted, so they're very fast when they need to.
Well, they're mounted. Kill the horse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So how you like my order
So,
to your face, horse?
Mr. Mask,
Mhm.
I'm going to close the distance and I'm going to rage.
Okay.
And
You
let's see.
run toward the one in the mask, and you immediately start to rage.
There are
I don't know
six
if I should set up
kneecaps.
a battlefield. Probably not.
It's gonna be so fast.
Let's see. Wild Surge. I can't click on Wild Surge here?
You can. There's gotta be a
You
way.
gotta be smarter than the thing.
When you open it up,
This is such horse shit.
open it up so you can see it. So you can see. the
D&D
description.
Beyond, your app sucks nuts.
Using the app
with
instead
teeth.
of the.
With teeth.
Come on.
Damn,
Easy
dude.
there.
Damn, dude.
Look at this not doing anything.
Can you open it up to the description?
No.
I think the app is just busted. He needs to use the URL.
Going to the URL.
That's what I use.
Oh, I don't use the app. I use the URL.
Yeah,
always. I've never
because
used
the app sucks
Yeah.
nuts with
No, that's
teeth.
true. True
That
story.
just came out.
That's true
too.
story. But I always use the website. I never fucking mess with the app.
Yeah,
The app is for
same.
shit.
I'm sure it'll
Website,
get better.
good. App, it does suck with teeth.
See? Sign in with this.
That's
This.
bad. Have you ever used the app?
I just downloaded it. I was gonna try to use it,
It's really bad.
but then I just was.
Oh yeah, sure.
you
Go
will.
ahead. Send me a text
like
message
everything
with a
like that.
token so I can sign in.
I don't have to be here for this, right? Can I go
9958.
pee? All right.
Thomas is having a bad day. And now he can't get his app working. And
Remember this computer. Do I authorize? Yes, I authorize. I'm trying to sign in. Uh-oh. Thomas Eto. Okay.
Oh my god.
Here we
You
go.
just wasted another one.
I did. Well, that's their initiative. I don't know if it matters.
Um,
I guess it matters.
features and traits. Clicking.
I just rolled another natural 20. You're in for a fight.
In for a fight. Wild search. Hey, look at that. When you use Google rather than your shitty second-rate app, it popped up with one single touch. Okay. D8. 8. Bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take a D6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn.
So con save.
Until your rage
He
ends.
gets a total of 20. So he does
The
save.
horse or him?
Him. I guess.
Then
Did
see-
you choose the horse?
I was going to attack the horse first.
Well, I'll just use the horse's roll. It's a 14. What's your save?
My save is Let's see, what is my DC?
'Cause I don't know what a horse's con is. I'll find it.
How do I find what my DC is?
You know, there's a weird way to calculate it for different characters that aren't mages or magic classes, but I don't remember.
Let's see. Your saving throw DC equals 14.
So does a riding horse have a plus? It has a +1, so it saves.
It saves. So it is not blinded or take damage.
It is
It
not
still gets
blinded, it does
blasted.
not take damage.
And then I'm going to double attack. First, I'm going to attack the horse and then him. So
Okay, so actually when you get into range, he's just holding his action. That was their plan.
Okay.
He only gets the one attack when he's holding his action, but he wanted to make
Yes.
sure you got in range first.
Sweet. I did not recklessly attack yet.
So he will strike you with his spear as a reaction. He will strike you with his spear as a reaction for a total of 25.
That'll do.
Oh, damn.
That'll do.
Take 14 piercing damage.
14. So I take 7. I did rage.
He jams the spear in your chest as you're trying to approach. You push the spear off, you close the distance, and you swing for the horse with your
And
Sword of Giant Slayer?
No, I have the orb returning out.
Okay, so you're going to go battle today.
Yep.
It's one of those days.
I'm gonna, so I'm gonna break the horse's leg with the first swing, and then I'm gonna overhand chop him for the second swing.
Okay.
Actions. Let's see. It is D20, and I am going to reckless. So +8. Oh, that's sad. The sword actually is a +9. It's better
Better to hit.
better hit and damage.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sword of Giant Slayer is really good.
I didn't realize that.
But you wanted to hit someone with a big
Good thing you had
weapon.
advantage.
It doesn't, yes. Or it's 7 + 9, 25, 26.
Yeah,
25.
he's just got a shield that he has like a buckler and a studded leather.
So the first one's the
pieces.
horse.
Oh, the first one's a horse? It's
25.
a definite hit. Did
Okay.
you do damage with that?
2d6 + 5.
You added the plus from raging.
+2. So 2d6 + 7. So 8 + 7 is 15.
Oh.
So I do more damage than they did. So I
one shot the horse.
So I
If
go
you're-
for the uppercut, and instead of buckling through the knee, I catch it in the armpit and drive my oar halfway into its chest.
You literally push this blunt, bludgeoning object into the flesh of the horse. You drive it through with a force unmatched, where it's too much. This horse falls to the ground as you pull your oar out, and the rider seems to be somewhat seasoned rider.
Mm-hmm.
He does end up on his feet, but then you go for the second attack.
So 16 + 8, 24.
24 damage.
Nope, 24 to hit.
Oh, 24 to hit.
I wish.
That's a definite hit.
So this is only +7, so just 10 damage.
Okay, 10 damage. Do you have 2 attacks or 3 attacks?
I have 2 attacks currently.
2 attacks. You hear the one behind you. You need any help, brother? And the guy that you just smacked across the face turns back towards you, holds up his hand, his free hand that has the buckler strapped to it, and starts spinning his spear quickly, and as he does, it looks like he's very proficient in this.
Clang.
Did
Well,
you
the horse is
recklessly attack?
recklessly dead.
Oh, good job. The horse is recklessly dead.
The horse, I did reckless.
Okay.
AC is 18.
So the first one is a hit as he strikes you once with the spear. The second time is a hit. He strikes you twice. He actually pulls back against your skin with the head of the spear. And the third time,
Oh shit. 3 attacks.
he hits a 16.
Not a hit.
So not a hit. So 2 hits and 1 miss. You push the spear out of the way on the third
This
hit.
guy's like an elite or some shit or what?
Yeah, apparently.
Sorry, dude.
He's got 3 attacks and a buddy.
I feel bad now that we left you to your own devices.
Is what I expected. I knew you would abandon me before the end.
So 11 piercing. And then I'm doing them separate because it matters for you.
Yep.
12 piercing.
Why does it matter?
Because he's raging, so it's half damage each attack.
Oh, sure. Right, Captain Odie's OCD. Like,
are you screwing up the camera?
yeah, right.
I just fixed it.
No,
that's good.
I did it myself.
Yes,
Josh.
that's good. That's good.
And the other one just nears you, but he stays on his horse.
OCD.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. Dungeon Master. Obsessive compulsive disorder.
It's CDO in order like it should be.
That's right. CDO in order like it should be.
So,
That was great.
if it's my turn again, he can succeed on a DC 14 con save.
Oh, are you giving him the laser blast?
He's got laser blast every time.
He does save.
Okay.
Sorry, dude.
Wink. And then I'm going to.
Cracks his neck.
Me too.
Sends the
I crack
spear.
his neck. Rah! Ooh. 6 is 18.
Hit.
Yes. That's good because I fucked him up on damage. So 6 plus 5. So 11 plus 7, 18.
18 damage.
Yep.
And then you can roll to hit again.
And then you do your job. Natural 20.
Yo, nice. There you go. You just gotta
It
yell
did
your
its
dice,
job.
dude. Just
And
yell
so
You just gotta scold your dice.
8.
That's right.
So I double the dice, right?
You double the dice.
8 plus 8. So 16 plus 7 is 23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, the first one I bring down kind of the traditional way, an overhand chop, and then I bring the handle back up underneath his chin for the second one.
You actually rock him a little with that one. He wipes his face like under the mask a little, and goes to swing again. He seems like he got serious at that point.
Oh.
What's his buddy doing?
Watch your hands
Yeah.
if you need any help.
And he waved him off.
Nice. There you go.
That is a hit for a 25.
25 will do.
He swings the spear around and just kind of smacks you with it right on the razor sharp edge. 24 to hit.
That'll do.
And a miss.
Hit,
His
miss.
pattern. Hit, hit, miss.
AAB.
Alright, so.
Ow!
16 and 12. So 8 and
8 and
6.
6.
I haven't had a good fight like this in a while, he says. Your turn.
Okay, DC 14 con save. I'm gonna have to look it back up now if you
You
miss
literally get to 14.
it. Okay, I don't have to look it up. Good. And so when he chops me that second time, it throws me a little off balance. And so I throw the ore onto the ground and I pull the sword out. Begin the process of removing his legs.
2 more souvenirs.
Right.
Or are you just collecting body parts from random things? Are you gonna be
27.
Frankenstein?
That's a hit.
So 3, 5 plus. And this is 8, so 13 slashing.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yep.
There you go.
So 8, 16. Then what did I say?
7.
Plus 4 with, or plus 8 with the sword. So it's different. 8 times 24.
24.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Roll your insight.
He's a golem. There's tentacles coming out from under the mask.
Skills insight is way over in
He has
the
face dicks.
9.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. Just say random shit 'cause I'm bored. You want to go out for a cigarette?
No, you don't go out
All
for a
right.
cigarette.
No, hang out and
Oh,
watch.
Okay, all right.
Watch the end of your former friend.
Yeah.
Okay,
Watch the
all
other
right.
one.
I expect you to win. Don't disappoint me, you blue fucker.
What'd you roll on your insight?
9.
9. Not even close to enough. You're pretty focused in this
Yeah,
one-on-one fight, and you feel, well, we'll see. You feel a spear
What
enter
a-
into your back.
into my
from
back.
behind.
Oh no.
It is no
Oh.
longer a one-on-one fight.
What a monster.
So this one will be
One
15.
one spear?
That was
Well,
one.
that's a
He's
crit.
natural
That was a crit.
20.
So
Oh,
he just
okay,
rolled
okay.
all 4 dice.
Sorry, I will say natural 20.
Okay, I was like, how is it 4d6 for a spear? What the fuck? Like,
A really good spear.
Miss.
I mean, even 2d6 is good for a spear.
Natural 20. He double crits me in one round.
Yes.
He was. Oh, you got so lucky. That's the worst damage roll ever. 10 damage. That was the guy from
Or
behind,
5.
the one that's not wearing the mask. And the one in front of you, I'm done playing now. He throws his mask to the ground and he swings his spear.
Do I recognize him? Yeah, so these are just shit stains. Okay.
Just shit stains.
They're like
trying to
really
make him
professional
move.
shit.
Very,
stains.
yeah, these are very high-end robbers.
These are the
These
shit stains that have been
two
in the
decided to
underwear for,
take
like,
on.
at least a
You
year.
gotta look at it in their point of view. They decided to take on this crazy blue guy that's, how tall are you? 6'5",
Oh,
6'6"?
I was gonna say like probably taller than that.
I just thought they were dumb.
It was closer to 7 feet and
I feel like to be a
covered
highway,
in antlers.
I feel like to be a highway robber in D&D land, you have to be like retarded, or I can't say that word, cognitively challenged.
with a
Like,
19.
I don't know. It's got to be bad for you if you're gonna
And
fight guys that
16,
might
so
be
that's right.
wizards or barbarians.
9 and 13.
4 and 6.
It's similar to also traveling alone too, though.
It's
Oh,
going
it's very
down
dumb.
fast.
Whittling
That's
you
true.
away
It's going down
with their
pretty
quick
fast.
strikes.
Yeah. Very.
And they are pretty strong and powerful strikes. These two men are very strong, powerful builds. They look like they've seen their fair share of fighting and their fair share of maybe even like hits. Pretty hurt.
I'm getting pretty hurt.
Getting a little
You
scared
decide.
there, I think.
I'm trying to decide. Con save.
Con save. He does save.
Never not save. Yeah.
Everybody dies.
What's your next character gonna be?
Rikinikin Kiri.
We're gonna go play board games.
15 plus 9, 24.
24 to hit.
Yep. 24 to hit, and it's 18 damage.
Want to play some magic after your character dies?
Maybe.
You spear him through the side, and you can see the flesh exposed. The spear goes all the way through, or not spear. The sword goes all the way through his side
Mhm.
when you cleave through him. He looks really hurt.
Can I don't know how to do this mechanically, but with that one, could I get behind him and hold the sword up to his neck and look at his brother compatriot and
I'll
give
roll
him a
grapple
chance to
check.
surrender?
You could replace attack with a grapple if you want.
Well, it's more of a threatening maneuver.
I know what you mean, though. You're basically you're not gonna strike him. You're gonna threaten his life. So I'll just make it a grapple.
Okay.
I mean, you could also hold your or make it so you don't kill him, kind of thing.
Yeah, put your sword to his neck.
Mechanically,
hold
I
your
would just
action.
say do a grapple. That's what you kind of want. Get
Okay.
behind him and grab him.
How do I make grapple check?
Grappling? I think you do a regular attack, right?
You do an athletics. They do a acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll definitely do athletics as well.
So it's a contested roll.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. That sounds right.
There you go.
Usually it's right.
No, you didn't say
So
that sounds right. You go,
afterwards.
that's right.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Way to go.
18.
18 total?
Yeah.
Okay, I was
For
just trying to
athletics
look
check?
up grapple, but
Do you have
Yeah.
advantage on that? Oh, you did.
For all
Advantage.
attacks, yeah.
Okay.
I cast a spell. Why is it not just right there?
Because D&D Beyond chokes on its own testicles. Go ahead.
Make a
Sponsor
special
us.
melee attack or grapple.
I dare you. I don't think anybody's
A
gonna be
strength
sponsoring us anytime
athletics
soon.
check. Yep, so it is a strength athletics check versus his athletics or acrobatics. And
Matt was right.
he
I was
has
right.
A really good athletics. So
Yeah,
How much
I
is
was
it?
right that you
18,
were right.
yeah.
It's not enough. You try to get around him, but
Oh,
you
it's-
do hold off your last attack, which you very clearly could have made because you replaced it with the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
He puts his hand up to his brother, and he replaces his attack with that, and he holds the spear up to you. Think I found a worthy challenger. You want to fight to the death, or you want to call it a truce right now? We'll go on our way, you go on yours. He says that, and you see a little blood leaking from his outside of his lip.
I look over at my speared horse and say, "You owe me your horse."
You can walk away with your life.
And you with yours. For his horse seems small exchange.
You owe me a horse.
Is true.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Your call.
So I walk over and I pick up my gold off the ground, retie it to my satchel. I very obviously consider slitting the throat of the other horse, but then I walk away. And
You
I
picked
just
up your oar, right?
I just leave it. Yep, I pick up the oar.
It probably returned to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I just leave it.
What's going on?
I see if he spears me in the back.
You have that keen awareness as a barbarian, so you can't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you're walking away from him, you don't get that feeling, that tingling sensation of I'm about to be fucked over.
Your spidey sense is not good.
Live.
Yeah, I
to
could
see
have for
another day.
sure. I could have for sure traded one for one.
It looked like you were not doing so hot at the end there.
Well, I mean, when I was getting 5 crits in a round, it was like really quickly ate through my reserves.
Yeah. Instead of like 7, 5, it's like 12, 14
Mhm.
damage.
Do you walk back towards town or back towards camp?
Down.
Okay.
I still have a dwarf to
continue
deal
on.
with.
alone.
Mm.
You still have a dwarf to deal with? Your ass kicked.
Yeah, but I can handle one civvy. Especially a cowardly one that hides under boats.
And you head back to town. You three who have chosen to split up and stay back. Well, I guess he chose. I don't know. You as a collective chose to split up.
Mhm.
Who would have ever
Mhm.
fucking thought?
Never split up. Always split up.
That's right.
Yeah, this is your fault why you guys had to watch him fight alone.
I didn't tell him to go.
Mm-hmm. Still your fault.
Okay.
I was like, somebody should go with him, but
And then me.
I decided it
Arthur
wasn't
Or
going
like
to be
somebody
me.
else
Nope.
should go with him, is what you said.
That's what
Yeah.
everybody said. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Who wants to go? Who wants to stay here? Me too.
Out of everybody that's in the dark at night alone, I was like, I'm the best person to be out here.
Probably true.
So that's why I was like, should have somebody else go with them.
So, what are you three doing?
Camping.
Yeah, set up watch. I'll take middle shift.
Sure. The night passes uneventfully.
Can I get a short rest now?
As for you, Brian, Thomas, the rest of the night passes uneventfully as far as combat goes. If you try to find Marvin, he definitely has not come back to that bar that you found him in.
Okay.
And he had not come back the day before.
Well, I
He
don't
kind
get-
of understood not to
I
come
don't
back.
He's like, this
either.
town
I
is
can't
not his
cover
anymore.
until long
Gotta
rest.
leave.
Oh yeah, because you only get one
Yeah,
of those.
I find his
Zone
abandoned
range.
apartment.
Right.
The old local dive is no longer his.
Yeah, and I make it. I'll swing by there and I'll ask around. Deliberately making it so that if he were to send out message, yeah, a big blue guy is looking for you. Is
Someone
the
asked
response
for
here?
you by name,
Right.
There's a half giant looking for you.
and he didn't seem happy, and he was bloodied.
Bloody, blue, and wearing the corpse of many dead
I
animals.
love that he took 90 minutes to get himself ready to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, right.
Well, I have time to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little more fastidious and intentional about maintaining my armor and my sword,
Okay.
etc.
But yeah, the night passes uneventfully.
Yeah.
The day comes, and for once, Arthur, you get the sending stone message before you send one out. It's from Thwip, and he says, word back from Zephyros, we'll be here in 2 nights. We'll be there in 2 nights.
Oh, time to go back then.
Yeah, I communicate that with my colleagues here.
So in 2 nights, meaning like 48 hours from now. I'm assuming.
Right.
Yeah, it was specific enough.
Okay. Well,
You
Back
can
to
send a
town.
message back if you want.
I do. All right, we'll be. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
And do you want to camp out then?
We'll go back to town. It'll accelerate our long rest, I think, if we stay someplace nice.
yeah.
Maybe we can find an odd job or something to recoup some of the that we just spent yesterday.
Or we could just stay in an inn, and we still have plenty of money to while away the time in relative comfort. Be fresher when it's time to go to the Sea of Ice and Folk of Giants. That's my vote.
That is very sound logic. Yeah.
I forget. We already bought like furs and stuff, right? To be warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now that you're thinking about it, Arthur, the night passed uneventfully.
I know.
Yeah, I think.
Nice. Well, then we'll leave it on. Alright, back to town.
Back to town. It doesn't take you too long to get there, but not before you come by a bloody, horrible mess.
Multiple horses dead.
2 dead, mauled horses.
Holy shit.
One
Going-
that looked like if someone stuck a plunger through its armpit, and into its body. One that was taken down with a sharp, probably sword or spear to the neck. One of them was definitely Thomas's horse.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Fuck, I hope he's alright. Can you look around and see? Maybe you can tell what happened to him.
I suppose I can do tracking, so I had to figure out.
Yeah, roll survival.
What happened? Oh, something happened to him. I'll never forgive myself.
Yeah, you get over it.
12.
12. You can tell there was a scuffle. Definitely a fight with the like patterns of the grass and the blood and the. There's so much blood. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. There's horse tracks going one way, I'm assuming, and there's people tracks going the other way.
Yep.
I want to follow the people tracks because I figured the.
Well, actually, with a 12, all you find is like mostly bloody melee.
Okay.
Then you see some tracks, but they kind of end. I'm not really sure exactly.
There's too much footwork in here. Looks like there was a scuffle. I don't see anything dragged though, so.
Okay. And then, yeah, you don't see anything else on your journey back to the town. You don't see any distinguishing tracks. Because there's a lot of foot traveling.
That's there.
Okay, so we go back and look for our blue thread.
Where are you staying? Topple Tower?
No.
Back in
I'm
your
guessing
room?
the inn was at the other. What was it? The sausage grinder.
Oh, Jesus.
The place where Marvin was staying.
Yeah.
Well, it
Place where
had
we
a
were
name, but we forgot it, so it became the sausage grinder.
Oh,
That's not actually his name. That's Thomas's name for it.
Okay.
They commissioned me to make a new sign while you were away.
No, you find Thomas there. He's not quite as rambunctious as he usually is.
Hi, lad. Got in a scuffle.
They made it back.
We found your horse. Are you all right?
We had the disagreement.
I'm glad you're okay.
Neat to see that you return.
We're
No giants?
waiting 2 more days for Zephyros. We decided to come back to town and hang out here.
Yeah, we got word in the morning that it's going to take 2 days for him to get here.
Like,
Okay.
He doesn't say anything about his scuffle.
The horse and I had a disagreement.
yeah, like,
I am going to. I don't know if it would be before they came back, but I'm going to try to figure out if those two are known around the area.
You want to ask around?
Yeah, and see if there's the mask and the not mask duo of bandits.
How are you going to find and accumulate this information?
I'm going to utilize my background.
Okay.
Woo.
The bounty hunter background?
Bounty hunter.
Sure.
Right. I know the undergrounds and ear to the ground. Frequent contact with the people of the segment of society of your chosen quarries move through. Connection comes in the form of a contact in any city you visit. A person who provides information about the local people and places.
Okay. So yeah, you are inquiring about them, and you do actually get some information that they are known. They were known before their banditry, but now they're wanted. And they were actually famous gladiators. And once they won their last battle, which was a few years ago, they hadn't been seen until about 6 months ago. Spotted, but not in gladiator battle. Banditry.
What's the bounty for him?
The bounty is 100 gold a head, dead or alive.
Names.
Name, go with Riley, Oscar,
Avery. Okay.
And if you don't have anything in specific that you'd like to do in the next couple of days.
Will it get us closer to a long rest?
Yeah, I mean, each day gets you close to a long rest, right?
Did you want to go after those brothers, or?
No, they seem honorable enough.
Okay.
Yeah?
They only rob the weak who deserve it. Put up a fight and they let you go. Fool and his money are easily parted.
Okay. Then each day passes until you have to be back out north to meet Zephyros.
And we can just head out in the morning.
And at this rate, you're 2 days into a long rest. Take 2 more camping days.
Or possibly 2 days resting in Zephyros' cloud castle.
Or that.
Figure it'll probably be 2 days at least.
You head up the road a couple hours north of Neverwinter. You find your same camping spot that you were at. Set up camp. Within a couple hours, you see a silhouette.
I go up, retrieve the flamingo, who dutifully waited.
Good job, friend.
I tuck him under one arm and then stuff him into an extra dimensional space.
Almost looks like he stuffs him into his armpit.
Mm-hmm.
See a silhouette
Very
against
important
the
mage.
dim lit sky. There's no clouds out. It looks to be a flying tower. Moving straight towards you in a direct line. And it approaches pretty quickly across the sea. It looks like it's coming from the seas.
Appears to be our ride.
The tower slowly descends from the sky, and as it gets closer and closer, you see that old familiar, insanely odd-looking tower where it has this giant wizard hat for a tower top with these brightly painted purple background with some gold stars on the front. Just the most odd thing you've probably ever seen. You guys have seen some weird shit. As it gets closer and closer to the ground, you can see the clouds from underneath that seem to be quote-unquote carrying it, billowing and starting to grow. As it nears the ground, they start to grow outward and spread as a little bit of a cloudy landing platform that lands nearby, within about 15-minute ride, it looks like.
Out there.
His flying castle and he cannot land. Okay. You're right.
Not sure he saw us.
You guys head towards the castle. The doors are closed, but one of them cracks open. This enormous 30-foot tall door opens as you guys approach, and you walk up these cloudy, billowing steps. You are met with this enormous inside of this giant's tower that doesn't seem to be occupied.
Hello, Big Midge. We are returned. It is Thomas.
No answer.
Wonder if he's home. I imagine he would have to be to drive. We headed?
Hi.
All right.
There we go in. I go in.
You go in.
I go
It
and
is
I
light
just
inside.
launch
It looks
myself
like-
into the middle of the tunnel, the tube.
Load up.
Yep. And just
You walk to the middle of this tower, and in the middle, it just has this defying gravity elevator. It pulls you upwards, and you're pulled up towards the next floor. It'll keep going up unless you can get yourself pulled out of this force that's propelling you.
I mean, I'll go up with you, and I'm like, when we get to the right place, just push off against me and shove us both out.
Okay.
You do just that. It doesn't take much. The second floor.
Okay, I was waiting for the or.
Woof!
We'll progress through it quick.
Yeah.
If
I use my
I can
foot.
stop all his bad ideas.
Like, we're already past it. Okay.
Yeah. We'll just assume I did it.
No, you make your way to the next floor. The bed has been made. There's no Zephyros. You see the giant globe. That was the screen mechanism that you saw that he was using to get from place to place. And on the bed, there's a large, giant note.
I read the note.
You read the note, it's in giant.
Oh.
I read giant.
Burn it.
Teddy, we need you, Theo.
Okay, I'll go up there and take a look at the note.
Okay. It says, I wrote this in giant. I knew that only Arthur could read this.
No.
Not Arthur.
Theodore.
Sorry that I can't be here. I have pressing business in the west. You're looking at the map.
The west is ocean.
And the west is ocean. Like, you don't know what's over there. It's not charted as far as you know. Feel free to use the tower. Touch the steering controls, and it'll show you how to use it.
Okay.
Feel free to make yourself at home. P.S. Take care of the griffins.
I got this. I go back up.
Okay. I'll go to the steering mechanism.
Boop. Okay. When you touch the steering mechanism, it's odd because there's nothing on the outside. It's just kind of a blue background. And it always was, even when he was using it. But when you touch it, everything changes to you, as if you like broke that illusion. And now you can see. And on the outside of this giant globe is actually a little map of the world. You just intuitively know that you can take this tower to anywhere at just a press. Think?
Oh, I should get.
Right now we're heading towards the Sea of Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the general direction towards the Sea of Moving Ice.
Right.
How many griffins are up top?
There are a total of 2 griffins. There used to be more, but after that last battle with the dragon, there were
less. There were less griffins.
KFC for a while.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, there's a baby griffin up there too.
Okay. I'm going to cast Good Berry, and I'll give, or kind of try to gain their trust. Using the
Okay,
good
you have
berries.
animal handling?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
I'm scared. 11.
Today's not your day.
Yeah, I'll still leave the berries up there.
Okay, so you approach very carefully, and with an 11, you don't push your luck because they seem a little perturbed.
Yep. I'll set
When
the
you
berry.
get close. You leave the berries there. And
I'll have 3 of the set 10 berries, so I
Okay.
got 7.
yeah, when you get close, well, the mama griffin's feathers kind of ruffle outwards. Looks almost aggressive, but it doesn't move towards you. You leave the berries and you get out of the rookery.
Yep.
While he's doing that, I contact Flip for the day. I go on our way. Need exact location.
Okay. You send out your message. Don't get a response.
Respond.
I mean, you're not going to get back like, oh my god, there's giants everywhere. Oh god, there's blood on the fire. Like, you know what I mean? He's busy doing shit. like not dying to giants.
You don't get that response. Don't get any response. It usually takes a minute to reply because that's the only amount of time you have to send a reply.
I mean, I'm a little bit concerned.
Hi, maybe he lost his stone or something.
It's very possible, but we're just going to be guessing as what location within this vast area.
I'll do a few flybys. We'll find something, I'm sure. If there's giants, they'll probably find us.
We likely have a couple days, so we can try the stone again.
It takes a while to get there.
Also concerned. Hope we don't get attacked by flying dragons this time.
We'll keep watch, similar to campfire.
When you touch the sea of moving ice, the tower rumbles, kind of shakes as it starts to lift off into the air. And it's a slow ascension to get the height. And then you start zooming across the sky. And you can even tell, like when you're still touching the map, where you are exactly in this world. It's like a GPS coordinates on this map.
How long will it take us to get there?
Oh yeah, and that's the last thing I'll tell you. It'll take you 2.5 days to get there.
Yeah, it'll take us about 2.5 days, so we should rest up and be fresh when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough time for Thomas to get his.
Yes, that too.
Sure.
We need to be rested. And that means it was a solid 2 days after we spent a full day waiting when he said it was going to be 2 days, or when we first asked for him to come, which means he didn't actually come right away. Gotta pound out the timeline in my head.
Well, you don't know
Well,
where
no,
he came from.
yeah, maybe he's out west and just sent his tower.
Yeah, we slept once after you had your fight, and then we had 2 more days. And then in the morning it came, so that we're on day 3. Should be 2 more days.
This is
to
actually
day 5.
night it came, so
Oh, okay.
whatever. Time to turn in soon.
Okay.
2.5 days will put it into noonish. At least the southern boundary of the sea.
Well, I think I'll take middle watch again, if everyone's okay with that.
Sure.
And yeah, there's one large bed. It's
I sleep on the clouds
not
outside.
just king size, it's giant size. You could all fit comfortably across the whole bed. In
What could
fact,
be
you
more
guys can
comfortable than a
lay
cloud?
horizontally across the bed if you want.
Probably how I would do it at the foot of the bed.
No bed in the world is more comfortable than cloud.
There
Beds
is a
hope to be
cloud platform around the base of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Subject to the elements outside, and it gets a bit brisk and cold out there.
Perfect.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Your nipples are rock hard.
Always.
Thomas
He's-
goes outside.
Because I'm excited, not because I am cold.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Everyone but Thomas. Well, you got your own little thing last time when you split the party.
27.
27?
23.
6.
Arthur's pretty preoccupied trying to actually climb up into this bed for the night, but you guys climb up into the bed, and you can actually see on the nightstand there's a large, giant-sized book right on the nightstand, and it's labeled The Arctic North.
Oh, look at that. It's a book about where we're going.
Is it a giant?
It is not a giant.
Alright, help me with it, Theo. We'll pull it down and do some light reading.
I feel like Arthur would be better off reading this one.
Yeah, I can
They
take a gander at
definitely
it.
point out the book, and once they point it out, you can't miss it, because the book itself is about 2.5 feet long.
Yeah, let's see what it says.
Okay. You start flipping through, and it talks about the different areas of the Great North. Talks a lot about the 10 towns. The 10 towns is you guys had first started your journey. Forget, was it Bryn Shander?
Yep.
I think was the one you knew the most about because you spent the most time there. It has the histories of that. But there is another note stuffed inside the book.
I am deputy sheriff of the 10 cities.
We are.
You all are.
Lucky you
Deputized.
guys.
Not sheriff, but you're deputized.
I wrote down in my notes I'm
Yeah,
deputy
no, you
sheriff. Is one of my many accolades.
Let's take a look at this note then.
Yep, the note is also from Zephyros. This time it's in common, and it just says a little light reading, and it flips open to a section on the Sea of Moving.
I'll compare my notes. I imagine I have somewhat like a journal, and that's how I kind of change my favorite terrain.
You haven't been to the Sea of Moving Ice ever. You've heard about it. It's kind of a maze because it's made up of a bunch of large different icebergs that float around and they move. And they're always shifting, always changing.
Yeah. So I guess I'll add a new section of my journal about notes of this area.
But yeah, if you want to read about the Sea of Moving Ice and get some actual information, you can take the time and roll an investigation check.
Cool.
I'll help.
Are you trained?
Oh, that's right. I have to be trained for that.
No.
What was it again?
Investigation.
No.
Oh, no.
I got a +8. This is what I do.
Yeah,
16.
it is.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. 16 is enough to quickly scan through, and it's a lot of boring information. Lots of things. I mean, it puts you to sleep, even if you like reading. Because this chapter is just long. But you actually are able to scan through it very quickly, so you get to some more important parts. The most important part that you get to, besides like how the icebergs are always shifting and moving, is the section on ancient white dragons. And that's where you very carefully slow down and start reading.
Yeah.
And it talks about the largest and the most powerful creatures known to the Sea of Moving Ice are two specific ancient white dragons, known by name, seen by few. Everyone else that's seen them not come back. Their names are Arothator.
This is you, Brian.
I mean, I'm not there. Somebody should probably write this down.
And Arvaturus.
Arthur and Barbaturus.
Dragon 1 and Dragon 2.
However, it goes into a bit of depth about ancient white dragons. And it talks about the layers of an ancient white dragon and their effects that they have regionally after living here for centuries.
Oh yeah, layer actions kind of stuff.
So it talks about the fact
like
that
layers, like onions.
I was like,
their innate
layers.
magic is rooted into their lair where they have made their home, and you can tell that its presence is known when you get to these great northern frozen wastelands. Nothing but ice. Life could not survive. It talks a bit about how large ancient white dragons are. They're gargantuan. Huge. The Rock would be a good example of maybe they'd be a little bigger than that. The ROC, the bird that you fought, that rock.
The wrestler?
It's
He's pretty big.
Yes,
I
the rock is gargantuan.
And it goes into depth on white dragons in general, how they breathe instead of fire, they breathe out a cone of freezing cold, and people that have been caught in this cone have been known to be frozen solid.
Nice statues.
Wondering what in the world Whip is doing up here.
Being a statue.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Well, nothing good if he's not calling you back.
He was investigating some giant activity up here, wasn't he? Maybe it's best not to get too close to the sea of ice at such high altitudes. The last time we were on this, we were attacked by dragons. It seems like dragons and giants aren't on the best wavelength together. So we might attract some ancient white dragons if we're.
Well, I think if we're in their territory, they'll probably eat us no matter if we're dragon or giant friends or.
Yeah, but they might be more likely to see us if we're a giant beacon in the sky versus.
We have no good way across the sea of frozen ice. Like I cannot swim in Arctic waters.
Maybe we'll get more details from Thwip tomorrow. We have a couple days until we get there. We can make plans as we go.
That's true.
But I would not recommend being on the giant tower flying over the sea of ice. Seems like a bad idea to me.
All right.
Okay. So where are you going?
We are flying to the sea of ice, but we have like a few days, so
yeah, 2.5 days. So you just put it like right in the middle.
I
figured as much.
Like
boop. I mean, you don't know exactly where anyway.
No.
Yeah. Just to refresh your memory, Thwip went with Harshnag. Harshnag went to find them after you told him the story. Story about how Carmen had decided to give away a powerful, magical artifact. And Thwip was actually the one that told you that it was an artifact, to let you know what you did was a mistake.
The worst decision anyone's made in this campaign.
Possibly.
Impressive.
I don't know. Maybe the fact that he fought the giant one-on-one after the fact?
Oh.
Yeah.
That might have been the worst
Top
mistake.
two.
It's like, here's the ring, but fight me.
I will give you this all-powerful artifact, and then we will fight to the death for
it. Please.
But that's all you get, like, for the basic information. Not a huge section.
Maybe we start on the east side of the Sea of Moving Ice, since the giants we met in Bryn Shander probably came from there.
Sure, we'll make more of a plan tomorrow. Let's just sleep for now.
Okay.
And you'll get a short rest?
Yeah.
I'll leave 3 more berries up at the top for the griffins.
Okay.
You want me to roll animal handling?
Are you gonna try to befriend them more, or are you just leaving them food?
I'm trying to befriend them more, I would say.
Yeah, I'll let you make another roll. Let's see.
18? No, 17.
17. You feel a little more confident this time going up there. The berries you left are gone. The griffin looks at you and it cocks its eye at you.
Got 3 more berries in
side. You put the berries down and it just kind of puts its head, furls its feathers and scrunches its head into its
Yeah, I'll get as close as I can without agitating it, and figure we'll try it tomorrow again. See if lets me any closer that time.
You see the little baby griffin peek out from behind its mama, and it's the size of a medium-sized dog at this point. Its little wings are mostly down feather on the outside still. It probably couldn't take flight, but it's just so cute. Cutest little griffin you've ever seen.
Yeah.
coming into its own.
I am not going to try to get close to it. I know protective mothers and griffins, not probably the best idea.
Probably not the best.
I'll leave him for the day.
It kind of flops around and falls on its face when it's trying to walk. But you head back down, and next day we'll pass on the event for you.
Yay.
A long journey with very little reading material. The rest of that book is just... You can read about the 10 towns or...
Are there any weaknesses for White Dragon?
It didn't say if there were.
Fire.
From all the things you read about ancient white dragons, Arthur, it wouldn't matter if there's any weaknesses. It basically says they award. It's a big warning sign. The pages are all warnings to not confront an ancient white dragon. It does go into a bit of detail about even like younger dragons, where you would not want to confront them.
So, you want to try talking to Thwip again, or do you want to go for Harshnag this time?
Harshnag didn't have a sending stone, do we?
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe he picked up
maxed
Thwips.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it goes to the same stone anyway, I guess. So whoever's holding it.
Yeah.
Hello, whoever you be.
Yeah.
Please be talking to us if you're Thwip. Blah blah blah.
Are you okay? We're almost to the sea of moving ice. Burn us.
How do I roll hit dice on this beast?
Take a short rest, and then it will.
I mean, it'll give you the chance to check them off. I don't know how to
roll. It
roll.
doesn't roll it for you.
You have to roll them.
Yeah,
Just
check
check off
by
the
whatever.
What are they, D12s for barbarians?
Yours is a D12 plus your con mod each time, which is really good.
Yeah. If you go to short rest here, it says 1d10 plus 2. Total 8.
Yours is 1D12 though.
Yeah. But it'll tell you what
I'm
your
only a D8,
D6.
unfortunately.
He's got a D6.
I mean, Wizards used to have a D4 in older editions, so D6 is moving up. D4s was horrible. It was like, and you were done. One hit or quitter.
I had a D&D 5e wizard who had 9 hit points at level 2. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna die.
9 hit points is not bad at level 2.
That's bad.
Means you had a con mod.
You don't want to not have a con mod.
I made wizards without con mods. In fact, I don't think that the wizard I made for your campaign has a con mod. And his dex mod is like +2 maybe, +1.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Would you have lower than 10 for everything else?
I'll look at them and I'll let you know.
Well, you gotta do point buy.
Yeah, I did point buy, but Franklin Mandelstein. Let's see what you have going on here, Mr.
It might get better when we introduce the flaws.
Oh yeah,
merits.
so strength of 9, dex of 12, con of 14. He actually has a con mod. Intelligence 16, wisdom 14, charisma 14.
You can't not have a con mod.
My dex is 12 though.
Yeah.
In fact, the way the rules are written, if you have a negative con, you could actually lose hit points from leveling. Because you roll a dice and a con mod. If you roll a 1 and you have a -2 con, you'll actually lose a hit point when you level.
That's awesome.
It's a terrible, terrible thing.
I totally want to make something with a negative con mod now.
So if you level up, you could actually go
down.
0 for your.
Wait. So if you're
hit
leveling
points?
from 1 to 2, if you rolled poorly at 1, and then you rolled negatives for 2,
You don't roll
could,
at 1. You get
Oh,
max
you
at
don't.
1.
Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way to die by leveling up. I was trying to figure out the math. Like, could you level up and die?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Good if you continue to
I mean,
roll
yeah,
bad.
if you rolled it every time.
Dude, that's awesome.
Go to
You just like
0
get
hit
sicklier
point.
and sicklier, and you're like,
That's
I'm
basically
almost
what it
level
would
4.
be.
Ah!
Each time you level, you're just older.
Secret
and
warlock.
older.
Secret warlock.
Everyone loves those secret warlocks.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be you. It would be someone in your party siphoning your life force away for their patron.
That's true.
The next day comes, much like the last. Above the cloud tops, you don't really see the land all the time. It's just
Wait, so we've spent 2 nights in the castle?
2 nights. You started a night.
Is that long rest?
A long rest. Whoop whoop.
Take long rest. Can we level up?
No.
All right.
Nice try.
I mean, at
Can't
some
hurt
point,
to ask.
at some point, we have to level.
You said good berries lasted a few days. So before I do a long rest the night before, could I do good berry a couple more times? No.
Casting a spell resets your long rest.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Don't do that, friend.
so I would have actually reset our long rest by casting the spell for the.
Your long rest.
Before.
Okay.
Not ours.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Speak for
It's
yourself.
better to just cast it when you wake up if you're gonna cast.
That makes sense. So I put a couple good berries in my pack before we set out for the tower, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna reset everyone's long rest for
Thank you.
forgetting about that.
Every 3 days, I cast good berry.
It's the same thing like a normal long rest. You can't just, oh, I'm doing my 8 hours of long rest, but before the last hour, I'm gonna blow all my spells. You can't do that because that
No.
resets your long rest. You can do it the night before you go to bed.
Yep.
Not in our weird distended time.
Yeah, I don't.
Our prolapsed anus of a week.
I'm not a fan.
That's because you like to Nova every fight.
So I'll
Yeah.
guess then.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, everyone I guess would have a good berry before going to bed, and I would take up all the good berries. I'll cast good berry 2 more times. So I have.
Man, he's on a
Wake up.
good berries rampage over here.
I got 20 good berries in my
This
pocket.
guy's gonna get you all fat and happy.
Yeah, like Fable. When you eat too many of those crunchy chicks, you get really chubby.
Yeah, 20 good berries in my pack.
Okay. So yeah, the next day passes uneventfully into the night. Go to bed.
Oh, did we ever contact Whip? Did you ever respond?
Oh,
Was that night?
Using the saving stone resets your long rest.
Not.
It's a magic item.
It is a magic item, but it's not a spell.
Considered an action.
It's casting a spell.
Yeah, right.
Using an item.
Lay down. Don't move.
For 5 days. No response from Flip.
You may as well swallow that rock. It's no good for you now.
He doesn't have a. What is it? Is it a guzzler? Gizzard? There we go. Gizzard.
Carmen's so confused over there.
See if a guzzler, I'm like, what the shit? Like,
Maybe give to Griffin. They may have guzzlers.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the day passes, nothing eventful. Into the night. Give me a perception check.
Everybody, I'm assuming.
Oh fuck! Sorry, boys.
Have an inspiration at all?
Oh, I do. Nah,
So I got 11.
I got
That's a
16.
D12.
I was like, that is a oddly shaped D20.
I got 16.
18.
17. Oh, 14 rather. Sorry.
11.
11. Okay. Still more successes than that. As you're flying across this, you're now more over the ocean than you are land part of the day. Look down at one point and see a light on the ocean. So far away because you're so high up, you can't see exactly what it is unless you got closer.
I'm taking us in.
Carmen grabs the globe.
I've always imagined I grab it from the bottom from underneath because I'm so small
Sure you do.
comparatively. So I'm like,
And yeah, you just intuitively know how to lower this tower to get closer.
we're
Is it
coming
dark out
around
at
for
the
a
point?
look.
It is dark out. It's really dark.
Teddy, get to the
moon's
window.
not out.
I'm gonna actually step out onto the cloud and see if I can look down. I'm invisible out there, so.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the cloud platform underneath?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the cloud platform, you get up to the edge, and as you get closer and closer to the edge, you can see little cloud bits breaking off here and there from this formation. It feels a little more spongy the closer to the edge you get.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk going out too far.
I'm gonna go see what the.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying the more and more close you get to the edge.
I just wanted to get outside and get a view that's not restricted by a window.
Yep. You're not right above this light, and you're coming in at an angle towards it. But as you get closer, give me a perception check. Anyone that's like trying to figure out what's going on.
I imagine I'm steering. So.
21.
7. I'm trying to figure out.
You guys are like actively fucking up, Teddy.
How
like,
hard?
look.
Like I'm seeing if I can scoop away clouds to peer through a hole, and so like a little bit moves, but I'm not sure.
Like that
How
time you
much?
made the toilet.
Sort of like that, yeah.
It's
Trying to figure out
it's not
exactly how that
raining.
works.
It's not raining.
You're just poking a hole to try to part the clouds. Every time you do, they start to reform in layers, and you'd have to like
And it's
core all the way
distracting.
down.
So I 7'd.
Yeah, and you distracted
Mm-hmm.
Teddy.
Yeah, he's like, there's cloud in his face.
Little cloud bit flies by and slaps you across the face, but it just
It's
and whips away.
it's not raining.
I'm taking us in fast. We're going in hot.
Okay.
I moved to another area of the tower.
As you get closer, now that you're close enough to see what this is, you're also close enough to be noticed without it. And
I'm not
you
using
can tell that
stealth,
this
I'm
is
using
a very
speed.
large longboat.
Hmm.
When I say large, I mean giant-sized.
There's giants on it?
And it seems that there are probably giants on this longboat. The perspective's a little odd because you're still up in the air.
Yep. I'm gonna go up to Carmen and go, those are giants on a boat. I think
Snakes on
we
a
should
plane.
probably get out of here.
Oh shit! I take us up. Oh fuck that noise!
And
whip.
you start taking the tower up while you're like throwing clouds and trying to figure out what's down there. You see something go up and through the cloud, and it keeps going up, then fading away
He
in the
missed.
distance. It looked like it was a long shaft, maybe a spear.
Up, 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 up.
I very casually walk inside the building.
That's fair. Or at least there's solid floors.
And you continue going on.
I guess we found the giants in the sea of floating whatever shit. It's ice.
Yeah.
It's not rain.
What if they
Found
have
some giants.
flipping Harshnag?
What if you just go way up and then piss off the edge of the floating island?
Well, that won't give us any answers, but it sounds fun.
Problem is we need to come at it so that we're not being seen, so we can do some exploration.
When you're this
Okay.
high up and this far north, when you guys go outside, you can see your breath. If you stay too long, it starts to freeze on your mustache. And it's that cold where if you spit or piss off the edge, it'll probably freeze by the time it hits.
Is there any climate
Yellow
control?
icicles hitting them.
Any-
It would be so cold trying to pee.
But so worth it. Like tinkle, 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 tinkle. What the fuck?
It's just like shattering tiny stream of piss all over you.
I lost my train of thought.
He's like, "Ah."
Because there's a
no.
frozen icicle rod,
Attached to
100
Thomas.
120 feet long.
Oh, is there any climate
You
control
got a
inside?
big tank going there. Inside it's warm.
Okay. So it is somewhat climate controlled in there. So I'll check on the griffins, make sure they're.
Yep.
Okay.
How indestructible do you think this castle is?
I don't want to test it, especially not when we're on it.
That's probably smart.
I had no idea. Ramming speed. No, I don't.
Yeah,
know that.
just cut the
Just
cut the flying.
woof.
Everyone to the elevator in the middle.
Hang on now.
You
Just
do
crash
get
it.
that thought though when you were manipulating the controls.
Mhm.
There's a stabilizer function. You can actually tip the tower. It doesn't always have to stay vertical.
So
Like
think
a
we-
spear. Go. At least I know what to do if we find any dragons. Can outrun a dragon?
No, you just have to outrun your friends. Fucking dwarf.
Like, go to the edge of the corner. Tell us how close they are, Tip.
Lunch!
You're welcome, boy.
I'd be the one if it's nighttime, be invisible, and I'm like, rope trick.
Yeah, right.
Bye.
Well, do we want to go see what's up with those giants or no?
I'm thinking it'd be better to find out if there's another spot with the giants where they might be taking them. I don't know if they have the boat as their home, or if they're taking the boat from
Does
their
the
home.
boat have a light? The boat has a light.
Mhm.
We can follow it. Let's just follow them. See what they're going.
Maybe a decent idea.
Okay, slow it down.
Is it cloudy?
Yeah, it's a little cloudy.
We'll blend in.
Like we can't see them?
Depends how high you go up.
I'm not going to go. I'll stay lower than most clouds, but kind of close enough that we could pass for a cloud.
Yeah. You could try to pass for a cloud, but you have made your presence known.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure.
At night, it'd probably be a lot easier. In the daytime, you just know that cloud matter at the bottom of this would not look exactly like a cloud.
What if I smooshed us into the clouds during the day and came down at night?
Yeah, but then you'd have to find ship
I mean-
smushed into the clouds.
What if we just tie a rope to someone and shove their head through the bottom?
I'm so happy you're coming up with the best ideas.
I mean, they're easy to spot at night because they have a light, so we see them best at night, and they don't see us best at night. I think we track them at night, and then try to follow them as best we can above the clouds during the day. Get a idea of what direction they're going, and
All right.
So,
Wait. Don't they also have a flying castle?
I don't know
Somebody
if it's these
does.
giants. There's storm giants, and then there's frost giants.
I
and
hope
then
we don't.
there's cloud giants.
Hope we don't run into their flying castle. Flying castle fights. We might not win.
Fair.
You track them by night, and they're headed towards the sea of Lily. You guys were. And by the next day, it'll take about 6 hours, I think, to get to the boundaries of the sea of Lily. They're coming from the coastlines.
Good news is if there's a dragon, it'll be more likely to attack the ship than us.
Unless they're friends. Then we're fucked.
Yeah. I don't see many dragons and giants getting together, though.
It's true. They mostly hate the shit out of each other.
I feel like it'd be more likely that they would attack them than us.
Hope so.
Maybe we call the dragons then.
Maybe we find
Here,
the
dragon, dragon,
Lead
dragon,
back
dragon.
to the giant boat.
Another great idea.
I will be baked for a moment and then turn them into baked. It'll be awesome.
We
It could not backfire at all.
Kite the dragon into the giants.
There's no chance that it would just, kill us outright, and we wouldn't even have a chance to lead it back.
I guess true. How fast does this castle go at full tilt?
We've been attacked by dragons before, which caught the...
It goes about as fast. 120 feet.
So, if we see the dragon before it eats us, we can fly away. Fast. But if it sees us before we see it, we cannot run.
Mm-hmm.
Castle progresses toward the sea of moving ice. The sun is peaking above the horizon. And it looks like today is going to be a somewhat cloudy day. So your plan could work.
Good for us.
Carmen's asleep at the wheel.
That's normal. Drunk driver. Don't fly and drink.
Or do. You do you. Have fun.
A horrible idea.
Do you want to see the griffins again?
Yep. I'll do that on a daily basis.
Try to gain their trust.
Let's see. That's a 14.
14. You go through your daily rituals.
Mm-hmm.
Mama bird looks over at you, but doesn't really move. And you see the baby griffin slowly start making its way towards you.
I'm gonna freeze. I'm not gonna move.
He said, I'm gonna freeze him. What are you gonna do?
It pads up towards you with its large paws. Talons.
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets close, kind of sniffs at you.
Mm-hmm. Don't you miss this?
All the great parts about life. I can see the reactions. I don't have to know what you're saying. This is great. I can just see the frustration on your face. And it sticks out its little baby birdie tongue, which is kind of this big, weird nodule. No. But it seems friendly.
Okay.
It doesn't bite you. And the mama bird doesn't seem to really care.
Okay.
You can pet it or...
If I'm not getting any, the mom is okay with me being near the baby, then I'll go ahead and pet it as long as it seems okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm just moving very slowly, not making any aggressive actions, providing berries on a daily basis.
You managed to befriend the baby griffin.
Yay.
It tries to kind of pad up onto you, standing on its little hind legs.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
I guess I'm flying.
You don't really know where the boat's gonna go. Not during the day. And if you're gonna be up in the clouds, you're not gonna really be able to follow its trajectory path.
I mean, we can see generally where the direction it's heading in at nighttime.
Heading towards the Sea of Moving Ice. And now that you're getting closer, you can see what the Sea of Moving Ice is. And it's literally hundreds of glaciers that you can see just as far as you can see down. Glacier upon glacier. That they don't look like they're actually moving. They must move slow.
Right.
But it's hundreds of different little islands.
Icebergs.
Icebergs.
So the direction that the front of the boat is, I'm assuming is where they're going. So we just go in that direction and
About the same speed as the boat.
try to match the speed of the boat. And when night comes, we drop down a little bit and see if we can.
I mean, we could
see
probably
light.
drop a little bit down and take a peek every now and then, right? What is that even? What would I roll to pilot the piloting castle roll?
You don't roll anything to pilot it, but you won't be very hidden if you keep popping out of the clouds to take a peek.
I think we stay above the clouds.
I mean, we risk losing them.
I mean, yeah, but there's also light.
All right, so then we just, I guess we'll stay in the clouds until nighttime and pop down.
So you'll try to match their trajectory, which you don't know what that means. I mean, how smart are you?
I'm trying to go in the same direction they were going when we left them.
What's your intelligence?
10.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can see a light.
Give me an intelligence roll.
7.
7.
Someone else should be doing this shit.
I wonder who among us has the highest intelligence.
Obviously me.
Okay. So you do what you think is best, and you try to match their trajectory during the day. And they were slowing down when they got to the sea movement.
Oh, okay.
Because once you get into that maze and the different little funnels between the islands, between the have to slow down. Otherwise
You
you'll
get
just
squished.
crash.
Does it not seem better to maybe get there first? We have advantage of speed, then we are not using it.
We didn't know where there is.
I mean, we know we're going to the Sea of Moving Ice, but it's like saying you're going to the general area of
It's like saying you're going to the Sword Mountains. Fucking where in the Sword Mountains?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
We made that mistake when we traveled with those.
Well, at night we come down
Elksies.
and see if we see what's going on.
Okay.
Tribe of the Elk.
So the Sea of Moving Ice is huge. It's probably 150 miles from west to east. And some of the icebergs that you guys see are islands. They're huge. Could definitely build a town or more on them. Some of them are really small. Some are, there's no way you could even like stand on them because they're continually just slowly rotating around. But come night, give me a perception check.
5. Disadvantage? Regular?
Not disadvantage, no.
22.
6.
16.
Good job for the two that didn't fail. As a group, you didn't keep an exact trajectory. In fact, you see the light finally. You're trying to trace for a light around the different canals between glaciers, but you do see it, and it did not make as much progress as you had thought it might. But you hadn't gotten too far.
All right, we'll go back and then.
And they're slowly winding their way through. You can follow them through the night with relative ease without being spotted, as long as, you know, you're smart enough to know not to keep yourself between any, like, the moon, like, light sources. In fact, you've kind of gathered it's probably best to be almost right above them if you can. Because then there's no silhouette of a tower. It's just a big cloudy bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Follow them through. They don't stop. They continue on. Slowly.
We're going to have to take shifts.
Do it through the hole in the cloud.
I know what he means.
We're right above him, and he's probably not asking us, so...
You're just taking a dump right on their heads. Frozen dump in the head. That would suck. Like-
Brick.
A new
Ouch.
magic spell.
Yeah. I cast frozen turd.
I cast shit brick.
Yeah. Fucking with my shit brick in the head.
No, they're just gradually making their way through this maze.
It's got
You
this
guys are
mental
keeping
image
pace.
of a giant just being like on shift and.
All right.
Oh God. The night passes and the day.
I think
Wow.
if we do that again, we might lose them.
I mean, we didn't do it last. We didn't lose them last time.
All right.
Light's not that hard to see.
All right. We'll go into the clouds, and I will try to figure out what direction they're going in, most westerly or whatever the fuck. And I'll be a little bit slower today since they were slower yesterday.
Animal handling for the
Sure.
18.
18?
Should I roll an intelligence check for the piloting?
Yeah. I'll let you keep doing this.
12.
That's better.
You did slow down.
I got a little better. Little better.
Okay. Yeah, the griffins have warmed up to you. Mama Bird doesn't seem very interested in ever coming up to you, but
Mhm.
the closer you get, she doesn't seem to care.
Okay.
And the baby, whenever you're there, loves to be curious.
Nice.
So, always excited to see. So the night passes. The next day. At this point, you see that you've kept up pretty well. Or the day passes into the night, sorry.
Mm.
So you're now able to find them again. But, however, this time you also see different lights on one of the larger glaciers. See, it's probably inhabited. Looks like the boat, as it's winding its way through the canals, is slowly zigzagging towards that point.
Alright. Yep. So now what do we do?
We've caught them. Fuck.
Right, yeah. Mayhap we should have taken the boat before they got here.
Possibility, but
We jump off cloud, blow up boat. They cannot have reinforcements. Easy peasy.
How far from the settlement are they?
It'll take an hour or two to get there.
Fireball.
we'd have to get within range.
Jump. I throw him over the edge.
Yeah. You want to be in range? All right. Should I take us in then? Are we doing this?
Seems like a well thought out plan.
Nah, I didn't think we have well thought out plans.
Or
Mayhap
we go
can
ahead.
we can attempt to infiltrate the giant encampment.
Seems better.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get close to them without them noticing.
Nah, we'll have to land under cover of darkness and then creep our way in.
Creep our way up on a giant castle.
Well, I mean, it's not a castle. We don't know what it is. It's just a settlement of some sort.
No, I mean like the boat. We're getting.
Oh no! If we're gonna go in, we're just taking her in hard.
Oh, you want to think maybe you want to try to get into the settlements?
Maybe mayhap we can. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking of more than one possible option. We can
Oh.
take the boat now, or we can try to sneak into the settlement later.
So, what do you think the chances are it whips on the boat? This thing came from outside of the sea of moving ice. I don't think Whip would be on the boat. Do you?
You think it's in the settlement, or ate by that fucking dragon?
I think there's a good chance he's either dead, ate by the dragon, or in the encampment. I don't think he's on the boat.
What kind of giant is Harshnag again?
Frost giant.
Oh, Harshnag was a frost giant. I was a fire giant for some reason.
He fought fire giant.
Oh, right, okay. Harshnag would know where this place is, wouldn't he, if he's a frost giant and they're frost giants?
I mean, not all frost giants know each other, kind of thing. Just because, there's a human settlement somewhere doesn't mean that...
Surprised you didn't go with the dwarves.
Art knows about it.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Hashtag not a dwarves.
All right, well, I don't know.
So, I guess we infiltrate the settlement then? Take a look at the settlement?
Flip one more.
Well, now's the time. I'll do it now.
Yeah.
All right. I try to contact Flip one more time.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, fucking A. Come on, Ryan. Just let's do it.
Flip is dead, bro.
So...
He's what's left of him is an dragon shit someplace out in this frozen wasteland, including that stone.
You know in Jurassic Park when they had the cell phone and the dinosaur shit?
Yeah, like
That's
that.
what the sending stone is right now.
Yeah.
So we go in from a ways away to the settlement. We land the...
Oh, that's what you think?
That's probably the best bet. What does everyone else think?
Also, do we want to actually land the castle on the ice, or do we want to leave it in the sky?
If we leave it in the sky, we wouldn't be able to get back on it.
Arthur can fly.
I can't.
No, what I'm saying is, we land it, we all get off, Arthur brings it up, flies down later on, when we want to get it back, flies back up, gets the castle, brings it down, then we get on the castle. That way you're not parking it in their front yard where they can take it for a joyride without us.
As long as we can figure out where it is.
As you're approaching the settlement on the ice, closer and closer, you can see that this big glacier looks a lot like a jagged-edged donut. There's a big hole in the middle. This large ring of ice. And there's a section of that ring of ice that's cut away. And you see some large buildings, but I think you see some of the larger buildings might be half covered with ice, so like the ice has overgrown some parts of the structures.
So the spots they built on is the spots that were cut away?
It's still dark, and you can only see bits and pieces from the lights that are shining around this, but yeah, so it kind of looks like like I said, a big donut. Or I have a picture.
Ah, yeah, show us a picture.
Svardborg.
And they can sell their boats into the inside. Right.
So...
I had a dream about a polar bear last night. Didn't know about it till I saw that picture.
So it doesn't look like there's any decent
Coca-Cola
place
or
to
Klondike?
land, really.
Coca-Cola or
I
Klondike?
guess find the spot that there's the least
More like
of
the
light
his dark materials kind.
come from that direction. Land. Arthur's going to be using one of his spells to park the thing up top.
What do you think, Art?
This whole thing seems...
What is going on with your armpits making that sound? I think your sending stone is beeping.
I mean, you're
Well
the one.
replied.
You're the one that pushed a bird into his armpit, so I don't know why you think armpit noises are weird. You have a bird in yours.
I don't
And
know
it's
if we
quiet
can
when in his armpit.
hear that Thwip's any of these places.
Well, this is the place he was looking for, right? Looking for giants in the Sea of Ice.
There's a chance you could have a rematch.
Droopy.
Droopy.
I hope not. She beat my ass last time we fought. Bad. Very bad.
Lord.
There's a map case down here by my feet. Map, I should have used it to navigate where we're going.
Well, I think this is it. Do we land or do we keep going? What are we doing up here?
Let's go land in the middle of Svardborg. Ring of Ice.
Right in the middle, where they can all see us.
They.
I didn't understand that. Yes?
Well, today's a good day to end the campaign, right?
All right, we're going in.
Just turn it upside down. Make large.
Like a dipped ice cream cone.
Like-
He's gonna come
like-
out dead.
Just go right in hole. Eh?
Nah. All right, I will try to navigate us around to a side of the island where there's not light.
Where the sun don't shine.
I'm coming on from the side.
The northwestern side might be your best bet because most of the structures have been overgrown by the ice.
All right.
And there's not much light on that northwestern.
We're doing this at night.
It is night.
Yeah. Okay.
Giants see in the dark.
You've asked this like 5 times now.
No.
The answer is always no.
Nice.
They do not have dark vision.
Alright, so I'll fly us in on that side low, and then we'll park it on the outside of the donut, and then climb on to the donut. And if you don't want to use a spell, we'll leave it. But I'm just afraid you'll have to use a spell later on to go look for it if a giant finds it and flies it away.
Yeah.
Can we lock it? Do I have any instinctual knowledge of how to lock the flying device?
No.
No, there's no locking it.
Yeah. I think Arthur needs to park it if we want to.
All right, Art, you gotta park it.
And then feather fall back rather than both fly.
Well, he'll still have fly up.
Do you have featherfall?
No.
Fly it.
But maybe we just want to land this. Maybe I don't want to fly.
Why would you? You wouldn't really. You'd use press fly on the tower.
Yeah.
How long
Make
does
it
my-
go up, and then you just jump your ass out and slow yourself down. On way down, easier, right? Than actual flying.
Fly is concentration. So it lasts until you stop concentrating or 1 hour.
I ain't less than an hour.
You guys have a couple hours, again, like I said, before the ship.
I feel like fly should last like a couple days
I bet you do.
because of the long and short rest thing, right? Isn't that? Have we had this conversation now?
It's
You're
war
not
for
gonna
the
Or is it all up
spells that are
for
supposed to
Ryan's
be-
interpretation?
Arbitrary.
Yeah, the issue more is if it lasts for, 8 hours, where it should have been, you can do this over a long rest. It lasts for the long rest. So if we have the mansion, it would be up for a week instead of a day.
It's for things that are meant to last longer. Like,
How long is a short rest usually?
whatever.
But whatever.
It's almost like the rules were written in a different way.
Yeah.
It's
like somebody-
variants of these rules, even.
All right. Well, I'll do whatever.
That's a
What are
boy.
you doing? I don't know what.
Lower us down on the dark side. And
I-
then you do what you want. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, we hop off, but
You
there's
just
a chance
abandon us
somebody
up here,
else-
probably. Good luck.
there's a chance somebody else sees the tower up here and takes it. So if you want to make sure that our
Well,
escape is,
I have a question.
Good.
Is the tower waterproof?
You haven't tried.
the
submerge
griffins
it.
are not.
Are there windows on the bottom floor?
There's a door.
There's a door.
What about water freezing?
What if... never mind. I was going to say, what if we just park the bottom floor in the water and make it less conspicuous, and then we climb in through the window?
There's a giant mage hat on the ground or in the water.
Never mind.
That would be awesome. I don't know. That sounds awesome to me.
Park it in the water.
Okay, you guys get up. I'll fly it up, and then I'll fly down.
All right. Cool.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Don't use third level spell slot.
Is fly a third level spell?
Yeah.
Do you have Featherfall?
That's your mistake.
No.
Every mage should have featherfall.
Featherfall is the thing where it's like,
Do you-
I'm going
do you
to
trust
die.
Carmen to
I
heal
stop
you?
dying.
Do you trust Carmen to heal you?
Not that much. Like, I have a revivify. Just
That third level spell?
splat, and then I'm like,
Seems even.
revivify. It also cost 100 gold and diamonds.
You know, I'm not really too worried about it. He's
He's just going to fly away anyway.
We're using it though.
The boy. It's not ours.
Couldn't go home without it.
It's not ours.
We'll just take control of some ancient dragons and fly them. Easy peasy, right,
Easy
big
peasy.
mage?
Easy peasy.
Thomas's piss? What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
It's better than your ale. Okay, let's go.
All right, well, we do that.
Strength.
All right, scoot off, guys. I'm gonna bring this up.
Okay,
I'll fly
bye.
down. And
All right,
I'll
so
use
he
my
drops
third
you
level
off at the
fucking
edge of the
spell
glacier.
slot.
Aight.
See you after
Cloud
soccer
mantle
practice,
forms
Mom.
over the nooks and crannies and crevices of the glacier, as if it naturally fits a large flat layer of docking platform that you can get to the top of the glacier. No problems. You don't even have to like roll anything. And on this edge, you see the two structures that are covered by ice. You can see through the ice, but it is solid. And these structures are not being used. They are fully submerged under the ice.
I use shape water constantly. I'm just like leveling the path in front of us, and
Wait, can
Can
you use
shape water shape ice?
I think
Can
it
you use
distinguishes
shape
back.
water to get to one of the abandoned buildings? Like burrow down, make a home.
Probably. You see, you can manipulate it, instantly move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct. Cause water to form simple shapes and animate at your direction. You change the water's color or opacity. You can freeze water, provided there are no creatures in it.
Alright, so you can go from
No
water to
more
ice,
than-
or ice to water, yeah?
You have no more than 2 non-instantaneous effects active at any one time. And dismiss such an effect as an action. I guess I don't know. It doesn't specifically say you can melt.
I don't
I can-
really.
I
care
can make
if
it
it's
freeze.
ice.
Alright, but if you can, if you can melt it.
I'll say that that's fine.
Change
That you can
change phase.
shift it around, move it around like you would water.
Yep.
It's kind of like you're forming the ice away from itself as you're trying to burrow in.
I'm gonna make a little tunnel. One of those
And,
tunnel slides.
Yeah, eventually you cut away enough ice and you pull away enough ice with your cantrip, continuously casting this over and over. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's an action each time, and each time you do it, it's not a huge section.
5-foot cube.
5-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
This is just buried. So it'll take you about 10 minutes to burrow
Just
a
waiting
tunnel.
to see if
Maybe we
Arthur's
move
coming
like
back anyway.
moles from one to another of the frozen structures until we get into the back end of one of the ones that's partially frozen, and then we just peep in, from the back and see what's going on in that place.
Okay.
So yeah, he burrows his way through the top of this structure until you actually can touch the roof of this building. Looks like it was built with thatch. Rip it apart.
Is there no window here anywhere?
You're coming down, straight down.
Oh, we can come down
I'm
from
gonna
an
go
angle
like
or something.
I want to make a slide. So that when he catches us, he slides in.
You know what? Artistically, I'll give you that freedom to make a ice slide. Now you remember this is like opaque on the top, so Arthur could actually see you guys burrowing down as he's flying the tower up.
I mean, translucent.
Yeah, translucent.
I can change color and opacity.
You could like
So I make a
mask
one
the tunnel
Make it
one
frosted.
batch. Yeah,
if you want.
frosty. And there's a statue of me outside. A nice statue.
That took an extra 5 minutes.
What are you doing? Shh.
Shaping water. It's not water. Yeah. Whatever.
Arthur, you're going up with the tower. When you touch this globe, you intrinsically know everything about the tower, like how fast you can move it, go up or down, you can tilt it to the side, and you know exactly where you are. You take a little bit to make sure it's high enough, that it'd be, out of sight. But staying directly above, is probably your best bet. Still. And then, as you make your way out of the tower, you're gonna cast Fly, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best thing. And you can see a tiny little statue as you approach this island. And as you get, or this big glacier island, as you get closer and closer, you can see that Thomas obviously was. Give me an artistic check.
What is it even? Performance?
Yeah. I'll give it performance and dex.
We got here.
Performance and dex.
Skills. Oh, performance. Or dex. That's charisma.
And dex.
And dex?
Yeah.
So, +1,
If you're
and
trained in it.
plus. So +2.
+2.
8.
It's a crude statue.
Yeah.
Of Thomas and likeness.
It looks like a big person about to poop down a privy hole.
And in the hole, as you can tell, that's where they went.
He's got his pants down, his shiny ice ass is out.
You gonna go into the little slide?
Sure.
Okay.
This is obviously like slightly degraded. You're like,
You're zipping through this slide, and it's actually made really well, where it winds around and in. You're actually zipping around the slide into a window. And when it spits you out of the window, it's a good thing you're flying, because below they've all managed to climb down the sides of this abandoned building, where you would just be spit out. But since you can fly, you just and catch yourself before you hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
This is the top floor of this building. And on this floor, you see
giant-sized building.
one giant sitting at a table, completely frozen solid. And it looks like he was getting ready to eat something on the table.
oh, frozen burritos.
It's a large frozen pig.
Oh,
Very large.
Oh, they found the dragon.
Yes, that they froze the whole island. Way to keep up, buddy.
What are you hacking at?
The frozen pig.
I'm like, oh, that's bad.
I don't want to Google how long you can keep frozen pig for.
Once it is frozen, it's good
probably
forever.
for a while. It's only been a couple months.
Once it stays frozen, they only have to rest freezer burn, really.
Yeah. Compare pig to giant. Let's see.
This was never cooked. So as you're hacking into it, you can tell this is frozen raw pig.
Arthur, you want to cook our meals? Or
Firebolt, 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 firebolt. I'm melting everything around me.
Thaw the giant.
I just imagine like above the ice, like orange, orange, orange,
Well,
orange.
you're in the
orange.
building.
Oh, okay.
The thatch building.
Thatch building, but there's a layer of ice on the insides. In fact, the floor is pretty slick. The walls are slick. And yeah, you probably won't light this on fire that easily, like all the other places.
You should revive the frozen giant.
giant is delicious.
What? Why?
I cast detect
with-
magic.
Okay.
There
What's
you
the
go.
range? 60 feet? And you can't go through solid objects, I think.
Full cover.
Can you cast Speak with Dead?
Yeah, it's not a thing I do.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess if I spend
60 feet.
time, if we spend a week here, then
We
I
don't
could.
detect any magic in here.
But I didn't have that prepared.
But it's a continuous effect for, I think, 10 minutes.
Until the end of your next turn.
Oh.
I had a fourth
that a
level spell
different
that
than
would
the
have let me
spell?
land
It's
after I flew.
my magical awareness.
I could have always death warded myself on the way out of the tower.
There's this large axe that's propped up against the table. Too big for you guys. Even too big for Thomas to wield. But
Is it magic?
no, it's not magic.
Alright.
So, do we want to go into the other areas where there are actually giants?
I probably so, yeah. We'll have to talk to somebody sooner or later to figure something out.
I was thinking less talking, more looking.
Hey, we'll go look then.
Which way are you burrowing in this donut ring? So you're in the northwest corner. If you burrow southwards, pretty much almost direct southwards was one of the buildings, and pretty much almost direct eastwards is another one of the completely enveloped buildings, and then east of that is another partially.
So if we go straight south, is there a partially covered?
Yeah, straight south.
Is it closer?
Straight south is close.
Yeah, we do that, yeah.
Once we start getting close to where the giants are, I think I'll do pass without a trace.
Oh, good idea.
You're not the stealthiest.
What I am told, I'm a dwarven ninja.
A heavily armored dwarven ninja that makes a lot of
I'm
noise.
so stealthy.
Sure. We'll call it that.
I roll quietly.
So Thomas, you're gonna lead the way.
Very round.
You're gonna literally unpave the way.
Mm-hmm.
Shifting ice and tunneling through. Much easier than hacking at it with pickaxe or an axe. Shift ice out of the way. And it takes a little while to do, but you have already burrowed enough of a hole out the door towards this next building, and down this deep. Especially if you started from the first floor. It depends. Are you starting on the first floor or the second floor?
Where was the giant?
The giant was on the second floor, feasting, frozen feasting.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really explore that.
You didn't.
So it would probably be the second floor, I'm guessing.
You just push your way slowly through the ice, and you think you're deep enough in this ice where it's not like opaque from top. Wouldn't be seeing the flying tower.
Translucent.
It is
Translucent.
opaque.
Thank you. It is opaque.
Right.
It's okay. Opaque.
Until you make a tunnel to the wall of the next building. Or you can go towards a window. Or a door.
To get up to it, we'll go up to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll move sideways. In case someone's looking out that window.
We don't come
Which
right
is
by the
coming.
window.
Right. There's like shadows getting closer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we're like good 100, maybe less than 100. Once we're at a decent distance away, I'll do pass without a trace. Last for an hour.
Sweet.
So you're actually going to tunnel into one of the second story windows. Or towards one of the second story windows.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jack after he climbs the beanstalk.
Mm-hmm.
This is obviously bad.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah.
Something smarter
Yeah,
than
we
me
made
wouldn't
it.
be doing this. Yeah.
We're looking at for a needle in a haystack, and we don't know which haystack it is.
Right.
You look inside the window.
Does anyone know what the needle is?
What?
No. Wait, did we come here to rescue a dead gnome that nobody cares about?
Possibly.
Giant friend? Harsh name.
The look on your face.
I thought there was more to this plan.
And
Okay.
fight dragons and figure out the ordning shit and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not why they came here. You know why they came here.
They never told us.
Yeah, they did.
Why'd they come here?
Get the ring.
Oh, they came for the
Hmm.
ring.
Ring.
The ring that I got my ass kicked over and that I gave away.
My
to-
magic ring.
Oh yeah,
Droofy.
we gotta go get a ring.
We gotta.
back.
I need a Droofy rematch. Let's do it, Droofy.
I agree.
You peer inside the window. You see a large, wide, covered balcony. This railing overlooking a hall. The hall is actually pretty far down. These floors are huge, 40 feet down into the floor. Through the window you're looking at, there's no giants on this balcony, and there's a very large horn, not a conch shell, like a large horn sticking out the window that's not covered by ice. Huge, not something you could carry around with you. Not even something the frost giants could carry around with them.
But there is a mouthpiece on one end.
Definitely, most definitely.
I thought the ice.
But down below, you see 3 frost giants. They're preoccupied in what seems to be a feast, although they're definitely preoccupied in some sort of drinking game.
Oh, I know this game.
Drinking game?
Yeah.
Who can drink more? It's a pretty easy game. You'd probably lose to them.
No way. It's not possible. Did you get my text?
I saw it blink. Bad.
Secret messages are never good from that one.
Okay, got it.
All right.
It's never like,
Not a bad
I poop my
thing.
pants or something. It's always, I betray the party.
I love how that's where your mind goes right away.
I secretly open a Reese's Pieces bar. Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
I could
Here, I'll tell you what I do if you want to know.
So there's a whole bunch of
I
ice
want
on
to
top
know.
of this building, right?
I'm excited for this.
There's a whole bunch of ice on top of this building, right?
Yes.
Oh.
I want to.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. So what
It's
are we gonna
so
do?
much ice that it's basically
We're gonna kill giants.
solidified itself together. Made like its own little.
Do we have to?
Could I strategically melt cut some away?
Sorry.
It would
that
take a long
a
time.
large piece would come
It
down.
would take a long time.
Long time.
It would probably take long enough that the reinforcements would show up.
Oh, well, that'd be perfect.
No.
They all be in the same place.
Well, there's more buildings in this. They're not
Hey,
guaranteed.
do we know when
to
to
go
talk
away.
to them?
Mhm.
Do we know when to talk to them?
When they saw us, they threw a javelin at the tower.
The boat people.
What kind of giants? What kind of giants are they, Theo? Are they harsh
Frost
ags?
giants?
Oh, Droopy's
Frost
people.
is here.
You
Is
didn't
one of
seem
them
to wanna
droopy?
talk last time.
Is one of them droopy?
Yes, one of them is droopy.
What, in this room now? In front of us?
Down below on the first floor.
Oh, all right.
Does she have a ring on?
She's not.
How many giants are there?
You take a little while to investigate, and while they're drinking, you can see as she's like tipping back a large tankard of ale. She is not.
How many giants are in there?
3. 2 females, 1 male.
How far away are they?
They're 40 feet below and in the center of the feast hall.
Oh, 40 feet down.
So six,
You're on the
within
second
60
floor.
feet away?
Yeah, they're 60 feet away,
I detect magic.
but you detect magic and you get some flashes of magic on all the torch sconces. Every single one of them has a little aura of, I want to say it's evocation, it's a light spell.
Ever burning. The forever burning torch.
But
Nothing on the
that's it.
giants.
Nothing on the giants.
Art, you gotta fly me down. Tell that big old frozen bitch to give me my fucking ring back.
Right here.
Well, then I can't jump down, you know, and we can't do battle if I'm up here. She'll just pluck me out of this window and smash me in the ground and shit. I have to get my feet under me. Really? You do? You just pushed me out?
You're still
Cast
kind of
fly.
outside anyways. You haven't gone through the window.
We're not in.
You're not inside the building. You're still in your tunnel.
Oh. So we're not... The tunnel hasn't gone through the window. We're
No,
looking
you're at
through
the
ice.
window, but you haven't, like, gone through the window.
Go through the window.
Well, it's a 40-foot drop down from the window, right?
No. There's a big balcony
Oh.
that rims the entire...
Oh, so I can just go out the window onto the balcony.
Yeah, you can go on the balcony.
Oh.
Do you want to try and be quiet about it?
I mean, we have Pass Without a Trace. So
I
yeah.
try to be quiet about it.
That'll be a good idea.
What does Pass Without a Trace do for you? Gives you plus
Gives
10?
you plus 10.
Almost enough.
Disadvantage for you,
11.
Thomas. Do you have half plate? Oh, but you have the medium armor
Yep, I have
master,
the
so
medium
that don't
armor
matter.
I have rolled 11.
So it doesn't matter.
Wow, really?
I rolled 2. I have disadvantage. And my
Yeah,
lower
but
die was a
I
2.
have disadvantage.
You have a -1 for stealth?
I
Dex.
roll
Wow.
the 10.
I got 20.
Did you get 10 plus 10 or just
20?
Oh, no.
Okay.
So 10. So I roll a 20.
I roll
Okay.
an 11.
Thank you for clarifying that once more.
So let me know when they hear me, and I'll dramatically say some shit.
So I got a 22.
Okay.
The group check, right?
Group check? 20, 22. Did you have 20?
Oh, man, so everybody but me. So you guys are just like, shut up, Carmen.
It's just like every other day.
As a group, he's climbing through, and as he's climbing through, his little dwarfy stumpy legs won't touch the floor.
They're
He's
like
making
kicking
so
out the
much
window.
noise, he's trying to like, scramble down from the top of the windowsill.
He's like trying to slide off,
Yeah.
and every piece of metal is carbon.
But luckily, you guys managed to muffle the sound enough and help him get over that lip
It's just wind sounds.
down to the balcony. And when you get into the building, you can hear the shouting below, and they're definitely shouting in giant right now. They're singing some sort of giant shanty together. And then after a little bit, during the chorus, one of them drinks. During the next chorus, the next one drinks. They look pretty intoxicated.
You want to?
Is there
Fuck
no
it.
code of honor among your people that says when fucked up you don't smash heads or something?
We're always
Don't
fucked
smash
up.
something.
Okay, I just wanted to
Like-
make sure your shriveled conscience will not jump up and interfere or something. Okay,
If
good.
no dwarf ever got into a fight while he was drunk or his friend was drunk, there would never be any dwarf fights.
Just saying.
I mean, we can look around if you want to. Instead of smashing faces,
So,
we can go peek
The
around.
balcony.
Mhm.
If I were to jump from the balcony, could
There
I
we go.
could I land on them on the way down?
It would be like a
I'd do
leap, though, because they're in the middle
While
of the
he's
room.
in air, I'm
I
gonna
should cast
loose
Mage Armor
arrow.
right now, huh?
My
You
initiative
should cast
is
that
a
every time
14.
you wake up.
Yeah, no shit.
Every time you wake up from a long rest, just
Oh,
that's
I'm
the
gonna
first
get
thing you do.
first.
Mage armor. Don't stop.
I roll a 14 for initiative.
Okay, so we're on initiative. All right.
Yep. I rolled a 20.
Well, I rolled a 4.
Here, let me. Do I
I'm
have
slow on the update.
initiative cards? I think I do.
17 to 19. 19!
I will say that unless this is going to be exceedingly easy, we're at 11:30.
No, this is gonna be a stopping point because
Yeah.
I'm gonna build a battlefield for this one for next week.
Hmm.
It's gonna be awesome.
Gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
But we could probably
Especially
record
'cause
our.
it's
Do you
the
want to record
rematch.
our initiative rolls?
Yeah.
So-
Someone, can you record the initiative, please?
Thomas, 111.
You rolled so well on that one.
14 pink for me.
Yep, you had 14 because you had what I rolled, and then I had a 20.
20 for Mr. Teddy.
We're gonna have.
Let's see. Carmen had, was it 4?
I had a 19.
19 for Bert.
We're gonna go at a 15 for Frost Gel.
Oh, shit.
Oh, actually, no. They rolled twice. Yeah, inebriated. They're gonna go at a 5.
Slightly before me.
Still before you.
Yeah.
I think
They
they would have
will,
been
or-
before you either way.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he's probably drunk too.
That's probably. He is the one offering to throw himself off the balcony.
Mhm.
Although Thomas is
No,
as well.
I'm asking Art to fly me down.
Oh.
I told him to fly me down.
And he just jumps.
You guys will leap into combat once again, literally leaping down into combat. I've seen this a few times,
It was like Cooper's favorite move back in the day.
but we're gonna have to start that next week. 'Cause I think this is gonna be
Battle.
a battle. It's not gonna be easy.
Should rage on the way down to take half damage from the impact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rage and land on them, so hopefully they take my falling damage also.
We're just gonna go through town and just kill everything in town.
It's gonna be fireball galore in here.
It's gonna be like, look under the ice, and it's like bright orange.
Bright orange.
It's
Bright
like
orange.
fireworks
Right.
from
Right.
inside. Like that's not how that works.
The boat's like, they're throwing parties for us.
Yeah, right. Hey, we're back.
I think by the time the boat gets back, it's gonna be a ring of fire around the island. That's all it's gonna be.
I thought we were looking for the donut of ice, not the donut of fire. Someone could.
I think we're in the wrong
Yeah.
place.
We should turn around. We're in the wrong spot. Go, go, go.
Weird, nobody's home. Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
I won't be out of spells and the boat will get here.
Well, I think you guys are fully rested, so that's a good thing.
I'm down one spell slot.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you cast?
You know what I cast? Yeah.
Text message.
Oh,
Okay,
I
I'm
know what
like...
you're talking about.
Whatever,
I
whatever
remember.
the secrets are.
I mean, I don't know why you made that a secret, but you did.
Because it was fun.
Okay. I looked at it as like, that's nothing to keep secret. But let's go ahead and do our roses and thorns. I'll start. Let's see. Have like a standout rose moment. Maybe the fight between you and the gladiators. That was a pretty tough fight for Thomas. And I've never seen a barbarian get chewed through so much. And their HP just like chip by chip, little by little, just whittling away.
It's a lot of attacks per round. I mean, that's like one of the fundamental tenets of the game.
And the reckless attack was them getting an advantage, gave them a lot more crit chance. But you still need that reckless, I think. You just gotta land your hit. That's the most important part for barbarian is just landing every hit. I guess that's most characters. It was a good fight though. It was very close. You didn't die outright.
Didn't die.
That's nice. You did split the party, so it kind of felt like killing you. It didn't. Thorn, I think it was a little slower. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have as much prepared this week because I spent most of my time just cleaning, getting everything ready to live play, and I hadn't had a lot of time to read, although I did read a little bit about the upcoming adventure. I just not as prepared as you. That'd be my thorn. Go ahead, Josh. Daylight saving sucks.
What's up?
Daylight saving sucks.
Daylight savings does suck, yeah. True. I feel like we're moving past a lot of things kind of quickly, and missing out on a lot of stuff that we probably should be doing.
Module wise or just game wise?
Kind of both. Like I feel like we're starting to skip like a stone.
Module wise, you're doing fine.
Okay. Game wise, maybe.
Because our games, I think, we're kind of, as a group, tailored to more whatever the fuck we want, and we'll role play out going to the bathhouse or doing whatever we do, like
Sure.
just everything we do.
Sure. Yeah, so there's more skipping time, which feels kind of strange. But it's necessary the way the game is set up. You have to skip time. Or if you have a long rest every 7 days.
Far apart.
Yeah. You're traveling for 2.5 days. So, I mean, it's probably my thorn, even though I understand that, like, mechanically it has to happen. Rose. I don't know. Flying. I like flying the castle. The just mental image I have of Carmen standing beneath the globe trying to grab it while he's flying at the stubby little fat dwarf is really fun to think about. But I don't have much else. It was an okay game. It seemed pretty middle of the road.
There wasn't too much action.
Yeah. Maybe not fighting. I kind of wanted to fight this game. I should have gone with Thomas.
You got to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have had healer too.
I mean, together we would host.
Oh my
pretty
god,
hard.
that'd be terrifying. Well, they wouldn't have attacked you guys because you would have had 2 strong.
Yeah.
I thought they had an advantage.
They really did. Well, they might have had an advantage. It was close. Go ahead, Matt. Once you finish your text message.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, it was pretty slow.
Oh wait, Rose, it's gonna be in person. I got
Yeah.
that. Yeah, man.
There they go. Yeah, it was slow. I kind of wanted to do combat too, since we were all here and roll actual dice. Rose. Right. I don't
Cheater.
know. I don't know. Like, there were some cool things. Yeah, I think the fight with Thomas was probably the most interesting thing to have. Really, it was just kind of one of those days. And daily saving time sucks. So great job on picking the weekend to visit.
I like how Brian pointed that out. He's like, now that everyone agreed they'd do it in person, daylight savings time.
Right.
We could have changed it
For what?
next week.
So you still had to get up daylight savings time.
We would have had a week to adjust.
You still wake up to play the game, though.
Yeah,
How much earlier did you have to wake up to drive here?
20 minutes. Can't be that far.
Whether we play online or we play here. We're going to cancel because of daylight savings time.
Yeah. But I learned how to drive. Josh, come on, back me up on this.
What?
He's like, I didn't wake up any earlier.
He's like, I got here at 8. I don't know what you're talking
Still
about.
waking up. Go ahead, Alex.
I'll say my thorn is probably the fast travel. Although for me, the griffins made it better because I had a few days to get friendly with the griffins and hopefully, get a future mount.
Oh, I see what you're going for.
Nice.
Wouldn't be a bad thing. But no, regardless, it was interesting to play with the griffins. But my rose is actually going to be. Carmen has a thing about when he notices it's specifically a girl he doesn't like. We always start a fight. The one snake girl comes out of the door. He's like, "Oh, it's her!" And then we notice the one who took the ring from him. He's like, "Oh, it's her!"
No dudes ever pick a fight with me that bad and beat my ass horribly.
I just find it funny whenever we're like in the vicinity of where
misogynist.
That's your sexual deviancy.
I didn't think about it until now. I just thought like, oh man, that evil snake hooker that had the Zentarum in there, and we're oppressing
You're
that
even
town.
demeaning her after she died. You're just so terrible.
I guess I am terrible. I don't know.
it's just a pattern I've
And then
noticed with
Droofy
Carmen.
beat me so hard I basically almost died.
Yeah.
So
You're bleeding out your ass.
So that's my rose.
right, yeah. So I mean, why wouldn't you be upset about that?
We saw Droofy. That's my rose.
That'll be a good fight, I think. Bad fight. It'll be good for me either way.
I thought we were just asking her for a rematch. That's why I cast that
ass.
spell before.
Go ahead, Brian.
Um,
You should ask for a rematch with your friend over here, Thomas.
I want my rematch.
I'll send in my champion.
And there's my champion. Yeah, right.
he wants a rematch.
Yeah.
Roses. I think a couple at the beginning were obviously the ambush fight was pretty neat and had a cool intro with the horse dying, like as initiative or like the inciting event. I thought that was like a fun way to be like, no, it's going down right now. It was also fun to have just like I had made up my mind that I was going to have Thomas feel personally like offended and betrayed, and then immediately there was like, oh, there's not as much gold as you thought there might be. And yeah, we can go back by yourself.
No one wants to be with you.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is how the beginning of the end. That was
beginning of the end. Wait. We're not done yet.
no.
It's the beginning of Thomas.
I'm assuming this is the breaking of the fellowship.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The last time he felt like that was when his tabaxi just started fucking everything up.
The look on your face, breaking the fellowship, you're like.
Hey, we're back with you on the boat. I'm the
Remember
last
your
one to die, right?
Tabaxi was trying to like turn on Matt's character's mentor and.
I don't remember the details.
Oh my God.
I just remember you guys got all pussyfooting around corporeal punishment.
Yeah, torture.
Yeah, cowardly like. I mean, it was also kind of neat to use.
And I'm the one people think might be a misogynist over here.
You know who Brian reminds me of, or sometimes his characters? The way he like used the world. Cobra Kai. I've been watching a lot of
Oh, sure.
Johnny. His view of the world is like how Johnny's retelling all his stories and everything. I'm like, reminds me of Brian.
Haven't watched it.
Gotta watch.
Cobra Kai's good.
For Thorn, I think what you guys are saying, and kind of my good old in reserve whipping boy, are meshed together. I think the gritty realism weeks versus days thing is part of it, because we have to go multiple days without doing things. Therefore, we skip across the surface and feel more disconnected.
Yeah.
Whereas if it were every day, you would have more control. But by definition, we have to say, we'll deal with this next week instead of we'll deal with this tomorrow.
Right.
So we have 4 days of, I don't know, fucking around playing chess in the tower. Like,
Sure.
So we have to find some way to cruise quietly. And so I think it's the same problem. It just
In a different way.
Yeah, it's the same thing that makes it feel kind of clunky and distant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a very good travel mechanic at D&D. It's literally
called teleportation.
only travel mechanic is random encounters.
Mm-hmm. Random encounter or teleportation.
And that's not a good mechanic for a game. It's like, because you're not, especially with regular resting rolls, you're not always going to find every day 4 or 5 things on your journey. There's going to be multiple days on a journey, at least in my mind, of like a fantasy land where there's nothing for hundreds of miles.
For the most part, yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah. I think that's probably true. Although I have thought about like if I could hold more things in my head at once because I don't plan enough, there would probably be a way to take every random encounter and stitch it into the tapestry of a world so that later on, when viewed from afar, it all kind of made sense. I think there's a way to do it. I just don't know if I can do it.
You can do it. You can try to retie threads,
Yeah.
like retroactively, like, oh, this made sense because of this. But planning that far ahead, go by the module, they can plan that far ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be planning that far ahead, but planning that far as things are progressing.
You don't even plan that. Your campaign's like, I thought about some things this last week, so...
Things! Yeah, I know. That's life.
But I like whenever you start a campaign, because whenever you start a campaign, I'm like, oh, he actually prepped that, and he had that and that ready, and then all of a sudden, after like session 4 or 5,
Hit the
it's
bulbs.
like...
I was just going to
Okay,
say, he's like a
prep
3-shot wonder. And then you say, session 4 or 5, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, that's fine, because next time we're going to be playing Matt's campaign, where we're all going to be monsters.
Are we all gonna be monsters?
I don't know if I want
Aberrations? Can I be a beholder?
All right,
Matt
let's not
said
mind
he did
flayer.
not want everyone to be monsters.
Not
that's why.
everyone
Okay.
to be monsters.
Let's not be monsters.
Okay, Josh can be human. I'll be a beholder.
Josh
I don't
wanted
mind
to
the
be a variant
variant
human.
I really don't mind the variant human. We can do that.
Okay.
Are we going to get feats at level 1?
2 of them.
2. Unless you're a centaur.
If you're a V human, you would get.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man, breaking the system.
Attaboy.
Okay.
We're all variant humans.
No shit.
I'm probably going to play a dwarf again.
Dwarves are fun.
You're going to be
I
a
like
centaur.
dwarves.
You gonna be a centaur?
God, don't be a centaur.
I'm going to be something like that.
Why can't
Just
you ever
don't
be a
know if
regular thing?
Be human?
What do you mean?
I'm probably not a human. I've played enough humans. I think I need to do something different.
Okay.
Portal?
Maybe.
Rat
Well,
folk?
We're going to wrap it up, everyone at home. Thank you for your follows. We got Massery, Deadheart, Blaze Runner, Ruskaka. Ruskauka?
Thrust Kaka?
That's a hard name, man. THRUSKAWKA. Ruska. Stop it. Moldy Hobbit. That's better. Thank y'all for your follows.
Oh no.
We're back and
Moldy
live. It's kind of
Hobbit.
nice to be live again. I
Mhm.
will admit, like, it's so much easier to gauge the mood of the room, I guess. If I
Makes
need to
sense.
start like picking up the pace or doing things.
Sure. Because you can see all our faces, so I'm you're doing this.
Yeah,
Like-
when you're doing that, I'm like, all right. Day passes. Day passes. Day passes.
Right.
Okay, let's go straight to it.
Yeah.
Because there's just nothing in between.
Yeah.
I tried to give everyone a little bit of something, but there's just so much downtime in between.
With that, yeah, you almost have to say, like, nothing's going to happen for these 3 days.
Right.
Pick one standout thing that you do, or one.
That might be a good solution for like trying to progress things. What do you want to do for 3 days? Like, are you gonna craft? Or although we didn't really do much crafting in this game.
Occasionally, Carmen tries to brew something and ends up tasting like mud. That's basically.
all of his ale.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I find it funny how he like started insulting your ale, and then you got worse and worse at making it.
It's so bad.
He's so garbage.
Bad. It's like it's that skunky shit. It's in the back of the fridge for a year.
Yeah, never going to touch that.
No.
All right, but we're gonna take off. See you all next week.
Take it easy.